We are recording. Alright. This is the seasonal arc, session 21, titled Blade Hunting, because you're looking for blades of bone and flame. I'm Clint the DM, and I have with me other people, some of whom are prepared, others who are not. It happens.
I'm Kevin. I'm prepared. I play Domino, and he's the reason we're looking for blades today.
I'm Eric. I'm playing Nemo. Next.
I'm Chase, and I'm kind of playing Canathar.
Chase has the rare distinction of saying his character sheet was stolen.
I'm Andrew, playing Uriel, the human fighter.
And I'm Kyle, I'm playing Cassius.
Alright.
I have a really cool cutlass.
Yes. Not as cool as Eric's bow, though.
Really cool bow.
It's a really cool bow. So, if you guys remember last time, you were in a square Q20, I think, something like that, by the Fauna Shadows. You were hunting down some cannibal Sasquatches. Really rapey, gross, murdery cannibal Sasquatches. Looking for the Yoga Pants of Thunder. You guys succeeded in a very long, protracted, drawn-out fight where they kind of came at you in waves, and there was a couple of minutes where Kevin thought Smoog and Hargar were going to attack him, but they didn't. There were some flesh eaters that were being eaten and dismembered and that kind of thing. Uriel, I believe, got a time stop stud. That's pretty neat. Someone else took Long Strider. I don't remember who. I think you took it. And you guys got the Yoga Pants of Thunder, which do a couple cool things, but it doesn't matter because I think Turok is wearing them now.
Yep, pretty sure.
So that doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll see that sometime in the future. So it is the 5th of 11th month, 4033 DOS. You guys are nearing the end of the year. You've been doing this about a year, if I remember right.
Have we really?
Yeah.
In game,
yeah. And we're closing in on Turok's birthday as well.
Whoa.
Let's see. Let me just reference here. Session 1. Yeah, you've been doing this a year and 1 month.
What actual date was session 1?
Like the real-time date or the actual date?
Real-time date.
The day before it popped up on YouTube? Whatever that is.
I didn't know if you knew or not.
I don't know off the top of my head. The session 1 starts on the 7th of 10th month, 4032 DOS, if anyone cares. I don't know. I don't. Whatever. You guys didn't celebrate it.
Well.
So you guys just defeated the Greybeards, captured the Jumpsuit of Thunder, and now you're heading to Millen to look for Goliath and the Blade of Bone and Flame. If you remember, the Guardian said there's a Blade of Bone and Flame near Millen. Goliath are involved. I can't get any more info out of Eisman. So that's what you're going to do. You guys head out to Millen, unless you want to head somewhere else.
is there an Eisman trophy?
No, there's not. Well, if you kill him, you can make a trophy out of his enormous crocodilian, dragon, alien skull.
And Domino really wants to do this, but no one else thinks he
No one
can
else
yet.
wants to, because, he's a god-ish.
He's strong enough to kill one.
He did.
Rip him out of an armor that's indestructible.
So, you guys are in square Q20. Millen is about 500 miles to the east. Traveling about 24 miles a day. That's going to take some time. 4 days pass. It's now the 9th of 11th month. You've passed through the volcanic region around the Fauna Shadows. You're in the deep desert now. On the 6th, the Razor Storm came howling up out of the font, and you were close enough that you felt the faint wind it was generating, but it headed mostly north and east and kind of petered out. It's about 7 in the evening on the 9th of 11th month. And the Crowsank and Smoog and Hargar are acting a little funny. Crowsank are both acting a little more energetic than normal. Normally they kind of plod along, but they're tugging at the harness and like...
So they're not skittish, they're like, yeah, let's do this?
Make an animal handling check.
9.
Okay. Yeah, they're excited. They're happy. But you know the harness leather is creaking and straining, you know, and you got to kind of keep an eye on the harness and the tack and all that jazz things, words indicating knowledge of wagons. Yes.
Bit and tackle.
Yes. Block and tackle.
Yeah.
It's boats. Shipyards.
Guards, centers, ends.
Smoog and Hargar have clawed their way up on top of one of the wagons. They're kind of just like hanging out on top of the wagons.
Doing what?
Smooth and Hagar stuff.
Are they playing cards?
Dragon stuff.
Dragon stuff. They're like really low, like belly flat against the top of the wagons, like really low. So they're doing that like cat thing where like cats like squish out to like where they're about that thick.
Have we still been getting chased by dragons?
It's been a while.
Are they laying like dragon eggs so we can have some like scrambled dragon eggs?
No. If you remember, on your way to the Greybeards, you passed a pile of dragon corpses and signs of a burrowing dragon. But that was days and days and days ago. At this point,
I'm starting to acquire a taste, like for some dragon stew.
so
So what's the point of keeping the dragons if they don't lay eggs?
I don't know. Whatever.
Karnan thinks this, or Karnan. Damn, Karnan thinks this is a good idea
Yes.
for some reason. We all disagree, but
Hey, they took out a Greybeard last time.
and almost took out me.
How do I have an extra D10 like this?
So, go ahead and make a perception check for me, someone.
No.
Anyone?
22.
Okay. So between the rumblings of the wagons and like the distraction of the Crowsank and like that kind of thing, you almost miss it. It's very, very faint, but you feel tremors beneath your feet. And over the next couple minutes, the tremors and rumbling intensify.
Am I supposed to tell everyone about this, or keep it a secret? I don't.
And what do you think is appropriate?
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking here right now. Let me read this whole thing. Favorite terrain is a little bit different than it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm used to. So
It's like movement stuff, basically, if you want to move stealthily or track things.
and I think I get to use my perception, double my perception on that. But anyway, so can I make another perception check to figure out what it is, or maybe like a nature check to figure out what it could possibly be in this area?
Make a nature check.
All right. And what's the proficiency bonus?
I don't know.
Should be
Whatever your
plus
level is.
4, I think, right now, or 3.
Okay.
Depending
Well,
on your level. I've noted it.
Plus
on the-
4. It's plus 4.
okay, because it says when making an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled.
It'll say a proficiency bonus up there by the attacks, right above them.
Okay, I got it. So 31.
31. Oh yeah, it's definitely a burrowing dragon.
Okay. There's a burrowing dragon coming, guys.
Has Domino seen one of these before?
You've heard of them. There was some discussion of them when you guys found the sign of them last time. They're basically horned dragons that burrow underground.
They're just basically horned dragons that burrow underground.
Sounds awful.
Have you guys ever read a book called Tremors?
I saw the movie with Kevin Bacon.
I don't know what a movie is.
I've seen the movie.
But Nima has read a book.
This
called
is
Tremors.
This is true. They're basically horned dragons, but instead of like they're
It was
a little more flatter, a little more wider, and they've got like really fine hairs along their horns that come back, the crest of horns that they have. They look kind of like their heads kind of look like an axolotl. If you guys know what those are, those little salamander-looking guys.
What's the fucking Pokemon?
I don't know.
There's a Pokemon. You don't know?
I don't know.
Need a red.
I know Generation 1, 2, and some of 3,
Fucking A.
and whatever I learned from Pokemon Go.
Wooper.
Oh yeah, Wooper. Yep. Yeah, exactly. They got those little tendrils like Wooper.
Okay.
So we're in initiative. It doesn't get a surprise round because you guys know it's coming. But
Oh, that seems great.
That's a Bule.
yeah, I know.
No, it's a ground dragon.
So we'll call this one wagon, this the second wagon, and you guys can arrange yourselves however you want on there.
You said today?
Yeah, I was playing with that Kingmaker.
I made an aminal handling check, so
You wanna be?
I was driving, we'll say.
Okay, all right.
Those black things are the wagons. Paul?
I'm
That's
purple.
where I'm starting. Is this okay?
You can
get
be
to
on the
that.
ground as it comes up.
I don't think I want to be on.
Yeah. So, over the next couple minutes, the tremors and rumbling beneath your feet intensify.
I light my spear when I hear word of
Good plan.
dragons.
So, we're in initiative. It doesn't get a surprise round. You know it's coming, but you don't know exactly where. So the ground suddenly heaves and cracks, and it just comes bursting up out of the earth, like right in between the wagons. And it's roaring and hissing and spinning. It's about 20 feet long. It has a wide, low-to-the-ground body and kind of a bullet-shaped head. Its tail is very short and stubby. It's got huge shovel-like claws. Like they're sharp, but they're more like wide rather than like thin and cutting. More like a shovel than a knife. It's very, like I said, it's very similar to a horned dragon, but its frill horns have those very fine hairs growing on them. And it's you also see that its claws are dripping acid. They're covered in kind of like a slimy covering, which you assume is acid. You can see like the ground like kind of like bubbling and that kind of thing.
Seems wasteful.
Yes. So
Perfectly good ground.
we start at the top of Cassius as always.
You don't roll initiative.
No.
We can see all of it now, right?
Grab me 3 d8s.
Is it friendly?
Yeah, it's fully out of your
Blue.
arm right now.
Can we tie it to a wagon and pull the wagon?
Can
Put it
we-
out underground.
Yes, please.
Can we train this dragon?
Thank you.
Is this?
I would advise against it.
And if so, how? do we
Your
do it?
initiative. What's your initiative?
16.
So you didn't know what a movie was?
All right, I have that written down. Number.
Son of a bitch. I gotta go home. You caught me in a lie.
Nah, roar.
I guess I'll shoot it with my bow.
You just
Roar.
take one of those picture books and you flip through it really fast.
Those are fucking awesome. Picture books.
That's a movie.
Miss.
You gotta read really fast.
That's all Nema's doing right now. He's like, how are you guys handling it?
That's it.
I missed.
Nema.
Unless its AC is like super low, which I don't.
Knock one of my super fast with red arrows.
I wrote most of this scenario while I was sick, by the way, so it's complete crap. It's not my fault.
And if it's gold, you should get sick more often.
Yes. It's the key to my success.
Start licking sick patients like at work. Like
18 and 17. Hit.
One of the arrows sinks in the other. Right off its head.
I guess we know where the AC is, right?
Yes, yes, you do. The AC is 18.
He probably takes damage reduction, but 8.
8 damage?
8 points.
8 points. All right. Good job. You've done less than a tenth of its damage to it. Less than.
But he does have a red arrow sticking out of his.
Yes, he's got a red arrow sticking out of his head.
That's all that matters.
All right. That puts us next to Damo.
Tap my fireball stud.
All right.
Do I even get it off?
Yeah, the magic always works.
What are you laughing at?
He used a magic stud, and I rolled a 5 for his.
Oh.
26 damage.
All right. Does it get a dexterity saving throw?
Uh-huh.
Let's resolve that first. It gets a 10.
Fails.
How much damage?
26. Fire.
So you hit it square on with a fireball, and it starts roaring, and like there's fire burning it and stuff. And the crow sank right next to it is dead.
Collateral damage.
You ruined my arrow.
Okay,
Sorry, Nemo.
so 5.
It's my favorite arrow.
Make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
I don't think it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay, you're out. You're down. You're unconscious.
Every time. I have such terrible luck.
Yes, you do. I love it. That brings us to Turok, who's not here. Uriel.
I like to think it's his aged and weakened state. The use of a stud just takes so much.
So there's
out of
this
him.
slightly crispy dragon. Down those
Stare
down.
intensely at the beast. I pull out my shadow blade, and then nothing happens because I failed that wisdom save.
All right. Okay. All right.
So I use my full turn to do it again,
Okay.
It would have been great. Like,
and I fail.
Okay. Smoog and Hargar.
Come on.
Smoog and Hargar, which are represented by this wyvern, hop off the wagon and run away.
Doesn't this thing eat dragons?
No, it eats you guys. Use guys. Kanathar. Make an attack with a weapon that you may or may not have.
Yes.
Or do something else.
Punching.
Dragon's a little bit on fire. Domhnall's down. Uriel has performance anxiety.
Do temporary hit points do anything for Domhnall?
No. You need positive hit points to get back up to... At least I believe so.
Yeah,
If you give it to the
Matter of
dragon,
fact,
you
you
can
get
have false
stab
confidence.
Would letting my Cronin
Or wait.
cactus be a violation of his personal rights? / would it do anything for me
What's that?
if I?
Feed Domhnall to the crow.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
How
I'm
does Domhnall feel about that?
Domhnall doesn't feel because he's down right now.
It would
He's
Domhnall,
out.
he's just unconscious right now. It would take a full round action from someone
Does
to
it
like
feel like
kick
it
him
should
away.
be wrong?
It would take a full round action from someone to like basically kick and shake him awake. He's just unconscious. He's not at 0 hit points or anything.
You could kick and
okay.
shake him away.
I assumed I went down to 0 hit points.
Yeah, I should have clarified that.
Oh, okay.
Mostly
No,
kick.
that's okay.
He's just taking a dirt nap.
I
Wood nap. I'm on the wagon still.
am going to. I don't know.
Are these wagons air conditioned?
No, not even close.
Terrible.
There's air, and then
I wanted
it's
to upgrade, and
conditioned.
everyone else was sheeping out on
So
it.
yes. I feel like it's
They're
not a good idea to
okay
run up
conditioned.
and slice it. But that's about all I can do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up and slice at it.
Okay.
Right about there. I don't remember.
Do you know how many hit points you have?
I think 120.
Okay. That's fine. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Found this on the ground.
I just dropped it. Okay. So I know I have 3 attacks. And somehow only 2 d20s because I just dropped a second dice. This is not going well.
So you know your proficiency bonus because you have your level
I
chart.
know the
there.
proficiency. And I know the strength bonus.
Okay.
So I would hit a 19 and a 24.
That hits. That hits.
Okay. For I think it was a regular longsword that had it. So if I'm proficient
Is my
with
spear going when I go unconscious?
oh, this is
No.
such a mess.
It's okay. If it's a long sword, it would be a D8 plus your strength.
If it stays,
It is it's a
Kevin,
longsword.
stays up for more than 4
plus
hours.
1.
you need to
Okay,
go out
so
of
it's a
here.
D8 plus your strength.
Plus
That's when I'm
plus
unconscious.
1. Okay. So that would be a 5 plus 5 plus 1, and then I also have dueling fighting style, so it's plus 2 on the first one. So 13, and then 12 for the second hit.
All right.
And then I have 3 attacks, so I gotta roll the third one.
Okay.
Who's
And it's higher than the other rolls,
Septimus.
That's Septimus' name.
and another
Is that
13.
Eric?
13 damage.
You guys standing
Yes.
up over here? The guy in the purple cloak?
By me.
Oh, no, that's Andrew.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. It's your real.
All right.
Are you real right now?
Oh, I should have gone. I went. Whoops. Okay. He should have gone before Kanathar. Apologies. So,
That would have helped too.
We can go back.
Now we can just eat Canada instead.
the dragon now facing Kanathar lashes out with its bite, big chompy jaws dripping with venom and whatnot. It's a 27. I assume that hits.
Does it?
15 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Again. 21.
All right, that's a
Wait,
success.
I have proficiency. Okay, it'd be higher, but.
So,
Why don't you just fix this sheet?
I'd have to just erase everything.
you also take
yeah.
2 poison damage.
Eraser.
That factors in your resistance and your success on a save.
Okay.
So, you're good. And then it lashes out with one of its claws. Does a 18 hit you? No, we decided it did not.
It does not.
Okay. Alright. That brings us to Karin, who's not here, which means we are back at the top of Cassius.
Okay, so with his attention focused on Kanathar, I'm going to sprint across the top of the wagon
Okay.
and then kind of like do a tumble over the top, then on one of the crow sanks, sprint across that, and then jump up and dive like 300 style into the back of him with my cutlass.
Make like 6 acrobatic checks.
6 acrobatics.
One, just make one.
Okay. It's okay. I got like a 10 for acrobatics. I know it's a 3. 16.
16. Pretty good. Alright. You're on the crow sank.
On the crow sank, and I'm going to leap across with the Scarlet's Cutlass in the air and come down with an attack to stick into it.
Make another acrobatics check.
Sure. 28.
Okay.
Okay.
Make your attack.
Make my attack. Alright.
Why not?
So 6 plus, I believe it's 9. Let me check. Yep. 6 plus 9 would be. I'm going to spend a luck point to try to remove that. Not much better. 17?
No.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, where do you land? I mean, take advantage. Take advantage. I mean, technically, like if Kanathar's here and you're in the air here, technically you're flanking.
I rolled a 6 again.
Okay. I tried, buddy.
That's okay.
No.
Can I at least be standing on its back?
Which one's you? This guy?
Back there.
Oh no, you're gonna be right here.
Oh, okay.
So you've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights when he pulls her out and then 3 come out?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty funny, though. I'm going to shoot an arrow at him.
It's a solid move.
Yep, it is. It's 27.
That's a hit.
Is there only teens on that dice?
And
Oh no.
13. So,
13.
boom. And he does 12 damage.
All right.
But see, if I would have had 3 arrows tied together.
That's your next shot.
You're real.
Oh, if If I was in the thing, I'd try to wake you up by stepping on your head as I'm
I
on
do my blade.
It's okay.
But
You just back to back bullshit.
No,
I don't know anybody that can sleep through that. So
and then walk.
That's a solid move.
Neva just is kind of curious why he's stepping on the
And
top.
my first attack, I swing and miss. My second attack, I swing and miss. My third attack, I got an 18.
Explosion.
And do
Ah,
15
I
damage.
thought I was a heavy
Nice.
sleeper.
18's the magic number.
It is. All right.
And I'm done.
It is the dragon's turn. He disengages and burrows straight down 40 feet.
Does
Can't
anyone get an attack of opportunity for the disengage?
Disengaged.
You don't get attacked.
It's kind of dumb. You just like, I say this, and I don't get an attack.
It's an action.
It is an action.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like if you do that, you can't attack.
Yeah, it takes an action. So Canathar's up. The dragon just burrowed 40 feet straight down into the ground.
so if you have anything that's
So
like
just
40
jump
foot of
straight
cement,
down after him.
I have an unusually large shovel, but not 40 feet.
Hmm.
I also don't have an unusually large shovel. Okay, I will.
It was on your old character sheet, but we don't.
That's unusually large, but it's only like 4 inches bigger than normal. Like he's compensating for something.
So it's like 5 inches.
I will. Are we all still positioned where we are?
Yep. Except it's 40 feet down.
Yeah, yeah. But okay. I will move back slightly
Okay.
and ready in action, and that's it, I guess.
I'm just still thinking of the picture in my head of like Clint's conversation with the supervisor. Why were you licking a patient?
I'm sorry. What?
No, like earlier when
Oh.
he was writing because he was sick. Like you need to.
Gotcha.
You're up.
Okay.
It's 40 feet straight down.
40 feet straight down. I'm gonna click on my investiture at Flame Stud,
I'm not tracking you or you.
and I'm gonna move 5 feet away from my friend.
That's wise.
Ooh.
Make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
So my modifier. I can't say this.
Ooh.
What the heck? 10 plus 4, 14. So
All right, you're
failed.
poisoned.
Poisoned. Okay.
Nema.
So he's still 40 feet in the hole,
Yeah.
and he just poisoned him somehow.
He poisoned himself by using magic.
Would you like to use magic?
Can I arc the arrow up and then down?
Sure. Disadvantage.
I'm gonna go to the edge of the hole and shoot into it.
Do you have the
I just thought it'd be
do you have
funny.
the movement?
30 feet. So let's see here. It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So now I have no choice but to arc it. Disadvantage. That would be... What is disadvantage?
So roll 2d20s and take the lowest.
Oh, okay. So that was
Does it
10.
leave the hole when
Then
it
that
goes
one's
down?
10.
Or does
Wow.
it, like, close it
There's a hole, but it's starting to collapse.
And
There's a
then-
big 20 foot by 20 foot hole in the ground that is starting to collapse inward.
Okay, so I had... I rolled a 20 there and 18. So I got 2 hits.
Okay.
And we're going to do...
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 10s and then an 8 and a 10.
Not bad.
4, 3. Do you need them separate?
No.
Okay. If I can do math. 7, 12, 19. 19, 12.
19, 12 grams. Alright. In a shocking display of expert marksmanship, Nema shoots into a hole and hits something that he doesn't have line of sight on. Which brings us to Canathar. Nope, brings us to the dragon. The dragon goes 40 feet straight down. Or maybe he arcs to the left at a certain point. Now that he's been shot in the ass twice.
I'm gonna lick my arrow feathers so they curve.
Stop chasing the dragon. It's trying to run away.
You never catch the dragon, Eric. You never catch
I've been chasing the dragon for years.
So, Canathar, you're up. Would you like to jump into a dragon hole and chase the dragon?
That doesn't sound like doing a drug. Then I don't know what does.
That's what it's supposed to be.
My mind's telling me no.
I believe that's heroin.
I don't know.
Are you guys going to pursue the dragon now that it's run away? Are you guys going to pursue it if you're going to pursue it?
You're talking like a 60-foot drop.
I don't want to, no.
Okay. All right.
It's not
I'm sleeping
straight
now.
down. It,
Okay.
it has like an angle now.
So 40-foot drop and then it. All right, you've successfully chased off the enormous dragon.
You're 80 feet away from being a dragon proctologist.
Wow.
Metris goes.
Told you that this bow with flames on it was awesome as shit.
Metris goes. Well, that was interesting. Is it the hole? What's down there?
Can I ask you guys, why is he sleeping?
Smoog and Hargar.
He's tired.
Look at the hole.
I mean, does Domhnall still get paid even though he's sleeping on the job? Or is that what?
Will someone wake up Domhnall? Kandar wakes up Domhnall. It ran off. We're fine. Everyone's fine. Except for the crow sank you cooked.
Well,
Guess who's pushing that wagon?
I got spooked.
Got spooked. I got spooked and took a nap.
Yeah.
Alright,
Surprise.
so
Jake's always down for Smash now. Gotta show him those replays.
you guys keep going. There's no more tremors. The crow sank are relaxing. Smoog and Hargar are relaxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I make sure that wagon goes around the hole.
That's a good plan. Good plan. And it swiftly kind of collapses in, and there's a depression there, but you know.
I can relate, hole.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
depression.
Days and days pass. It is now the 29th of 11th month, 4033 DOS. It's about 4 in the afternoon. You have 13 days worth of supplies left.
We should kill the dragon.
So
Probably.
we can't hunt while we're
Wait,
doing
we
this?
missed
or?
the
Didn't the Crow
Dungeon Master's
It's a
birthday.
desert, so we probably can.
We
mean,
missed
it
the
is my
DM's
favorite
birthday.
I mean, did you hunt?
I didn't know.
We didn't get our DM anything.
This
for
is
his
Dungeons and
birthday.
Dragons. Why don't you fucking explore the space and use your skills and
I
abilities?
got 2 18s. What did I get out of that?
I don't know. You fed us. You guys have 16 days worth of supplies.
Plus, I also. It's also my favorite game, so those are like 30 somethings.
You guys have. Let me
I caught some Arctic fox in the desert.
let me add a notation. You guys have 20 days of supplies because Eric did some hunting.
Thanks, Eric.
No problem.
Nema,
guys.
excuse me.
Emma.
You've just now reached Millen. As you guys were approaching the city, Herbert pulled out his gold and paid you guys for the past several weeks. So each of you get 330 gold. Domhnall, if you pay off the rest of your debt to Herbert, you only get 124.
Perfect.
All right.
So wait a minute. Domhnall, sleeping on the job, gets paid the same as the rest of us?
Yes.
Herbert knows what's up.
That's a bunch of shit.
In all fairness, Cassius has not been like fully doing anything for a while.
Okay.
He's lowering
Did
the
we ever sell the
bar.
dragon scales we had?
Not yet.
No,
Okay. I didn't think so. I had it.
I think you were holding out for
300 and
I don't know, like a 300. What was it?
how much gold was it?
Let me find here. 330. 330. Everyone has 330 gold
Not except me.
except you. So
What do we use gold for in
I don't know. Whatever.
Purchasing studs and
Purchasing
equipment.
studs. Pretty much.
Whatever you want.
Pretty
Does
much.
anyone want my gold?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You could purchase an even cooler bow.
I don't need to.
Like you have the really awesome bow, and then you
You've
can
already
have.
seen what this can do.
Or you could purchase some really cool arrows.
Canathar's the one with
They're
the
painted
desert.
red.
He has no need for
What's that?
Canathar's the one with the desert, and he has no need for money.
Yeah.
Although he does have a sizable amount of gold because he never spends it. Because he has no need for it.
That's probably what this guy would be doing.
Stockpiling.
He's like, I have a huge sack of gold.
So, I assume you guys go into Millen, unless you have some other idea about where to start looking for this blade.
Millen, definitely.
Okay. The city is the same as last time. If you remember, if you remember, Millen is the city of slaves. There's lots of slave pens. It's pretty much the only punishment for any sort of crime in the city is indentured servitude and slavery, that kind of thing. The city is very drab and subdued. Like, you go to Wasp, you go to Millen, or you go to Menham, you go to Cranham, shops and stuff have bright, garishly colored signs. Everyone's wearing bright colors and ostentatious dresses and clothing and jewelry and stuff. Millen is much more subdued. Like almost like everyone, even shopkeepers and stuff, are trying to avoid attention rather than attract it and display things and make a scene. Everyone's kind of like trying to avoid being noticed.
We could go check out what's his face and say, hey, we took care of that guy you didn't like.
That's true.
Just stop in and say hi.
So, you pass by slaves, slave soldiers, and guards. For some strange reason, no one gives you guys a hard time about the dragons. I don't mean to gloss over everything, but you guys have been here before.
Yep.
Assuming you're interested in doing so, it's pretty easy to find an inn called the Gallivanting Gelding to park your wagons and get some rooms.
It's safe.
Mm-hmm. So,
We just tie up the dragons to the wagon?
yeah, you just try them up. They're fine. It's weird how that works. When I don't feel like dealing with their bullshit.
Well, Dave's not here, so.
All right. So, you guys are at the Gallivanting Gelding. You know somewhere near Millen, and you know Goliath. That's your only information on this blade of bone and flame. Do you guys talk about, like, you sit down, rooms by yourselves, talk, anything, try to figure out what do you guys do?
I mean,
No. Okay.
let's sit down and talk with Domhnall and anyone else who wants to. But I think our first source would be talking to the chief of police. We've had relations with him in the past.
Yep.
Ugh.
He would know. Well, that's where we got the lantern, Skullturn from. Was a chalice we bought from him. So we kind of have a previous history, and I mean, he might be able to point us to where we want to go.
I think it's worth checking it out.
But I think we should be like let him know we're coming, not just be like showing up on his doorstep. Like maybe like send a messenger or.
Yeah.
So.
You guys hire a messenger?
Yeah.
All right. Send him to Gezrat Ben Hun.
Yep. Okay. That's why I was thinking Ben Hur. Every time I hear Ben Hur, it's Ben Hur in my head, and.
So what do you like? What is the nature of the message you send to him? Hey, we're in town. We want to visit, or
I just would like to
We have a few questions we'd like
convey. Like we're in town. We'd like to, I guess, borrow some of his time to ask some questions in regards to something we're searching for.
okay.
So.
All right. You hire a messenger, send him out. Maybe while that's happening, you guys restock supplies back up to 90 days or something like that.
Yep.
Okay. Does anyone want to do any shopping while you're waiting for a messenger?
Yes.
What do you want to go for? What are you looking for?
Yeah, this is a big city.
All right.
I want to get some more obsidian to kind of nap away at
Okay.
some blades.
You find some for sale for pretty cheap. It's pretty common.
I'm going to sell my not yet proficient in glass blowing things where everything still looks kind of like bubble-ish and penis shaped. Like it's not really like formed. See if I can get any money from it.
glass.
It's fertility glass.
Yeah, it's fertility glass.
You're trying to sell it,
I'm trying to sell it, see what I can get for
Jack
it.
up the price.
like to a shopkeep, or just like on the street outside the inn.
Probably do a shopkeep.
Okay.
Like I go into like a store that I think might have this kind of work, and I'm like, I'm an up and coming artist.
No.
This is my new
No.
like.
No. No. Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
And I go to like. He can clearly see me leave his stall and then go right across the street to the next stall.
Okay. right. How many hours do you spend doing this?
Let's say 3.
3. Okay.
Awesome.
Eventually, a pool of merchants, in an effort to get you out of their area, they pay you 8 gold.
8. Okay.
I
Do
wanna
they take the
our
glassware?
identity.
Okay.
Do they take the glassware?
No, they do not take the glassware.
Well, then I'm going to leave it in a pile in the street and put a note on it that says abandoned.
Our group name is The Abandoned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, at any point before the dinner date, do you like go wash up and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like
So maybe you're in your room, maybe you're in like a stall outside or something, or like a latrine, or I don't know. I don't have a good pin on what the plumbing situation is for the Galvanting Gelding.
Why not?
Because
You're in like
It's win-
Tolkien level with this?
fuck Tolkien. So you're doing your thing, and the spear turns on, and she looks at you, and she says in your head, "Not in the city. I'm not in the city."
Yep.
I just want to point out to everyone that Nima's incredibly uncomfortable in the city. He does not like it here. Too many people. There's places you can. There's plumbing.
Plumbing.
It's terrible.
He doesn't understand.
Terrible.
In any of that time where I was trying to converse with a merchant, could I have found a thorn whip stud? Like, maybe if the merchant wanted to get rid of me, I'd try to haggle the price down a little bit. We should probably get some cold resistance too.
Can I have some of that gold back? so I can
Thorn
put some
Whip
red paint?
is
I think it's a level 1 spell.
level 1. Just
I'll
looking
let
for
you
it at the
have my
first level
gold.
spell slot.
Pay it
We'll
forward.
do like if I can find like 4th level
4th level spell slot.
or
So,
above.
where would it be here?
Good old food stall.
Let me
Buy
check
all
and
the
see if I
food
can
for
find
her
it.
in the street.
We actually did that. We paid a bunch of homeless people to go to a fine dining establishment.
Oh,
Yeah. Start essentially a riot.
to start a riot?
No,
Oh,
They
Well-
started a riot.
they just did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to serve them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the guard showed up and started beating him.
we're kind of assholes.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't intend them to get beat up. We wanted
Yeah.
poor people in their restaurant and have a good PR thing, and they were going to cause like a distraction where we could go in and steal a spatula
Why'd you want to steal a spatula?
because we were
Spork.
told to.
Spork.
Spork.
3,400 gold.
3,400 gold.
It's part of like a statue.
Yeah, like the big fat Italian guys that like have the spoon.
I don't-
Is that with
I don't
the
have
sport?
3,400, so
Maybe Chase
Guy
does.
wanted that,
Nah.
so we had to
Oh.
steal it.
it's not that important.
Do you have 3,400 gold?
Nah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I don't remember exactly, but I knew I had over 4,000.
He has 3,400 and 330.
Yes. All right.
Except for whatever we spent on red paint.
I don't think I've spent
Less than 1 gold, probably.
Silver.
So where do you
Should
take
change probably-
Kendar on this dinner date? Do you go to like a
We probably
coffee
think
shop,
paint
an
is
actual
being cheap
eatery?
in our modern day sensibilities.
Definitely an eatery.
Let's
Someplace
magic
nice. Ask her what her favorite is, and we try to find a nice place.
I think I just made some paint.
So she doesn't really have anything specific. She's like, let's just go find a place. Let's go find a place.
That sounds good.
You find an open air restaurant called the Revolving Racehorse. It's on top of a Lugau stone building. It's kind of, there are awnings and stuff. It's not super high quality, but they serve like ice cream that they make via magic, because Cone of Gold, freezers, milk, these are all things that exist. And they have some wine. They have musicians. All the servers are well kept. You know, this isn't like a place with sawdust on the floor. It's just a nice open air restaurant. They have slaves with like fans at the edges of the rooftops, like kind of creating air circulation and that kind of thing.
Is this like a place you would pay a bunch of homeless people to go have dinner at?
You can if you want.
I mean, I appreciate
you know what? I
didn't
didn't realize there was this.
I'm trying to wait for a moment when I can stumble into the thing with like the penis-shaped glass. Like, oh hey!
It kind of ends up being a charcuterie type place
What's
where
the
you
name
get
of
a plate
your
of like
penis,
meats and
glass plate?
cheeses and stuff. and there are wine
I'm trying to
pairings
become
and that
proficient
kind
in
of
glass
nice.
blowing, so like you
Um,
don't have to practice a bunch.
You know, nothing
Like,
especially
everything,
like
comes out like a bubble
super
shape, but
fancy,
it's, like,
but it's good food.
phallic
Good.
and
Some nice, fairly relaxing dinner.
I essentially took nice.
They're trying to come up with a
It
name.
is.
Blowing
It's
phallus.
nice to take a moment to take care of ourselves.
It is.
glass blowing.
You know, self-care. It's important.
It is important.
Is it?
You know, are you paying any attention to any of the patrons at all? Or are you mostly focused on Kandara?
I'd say I'd mostly be focused on Kandara, probably.
Maybe she gets up to go use the restroom in the lower level of the actual Luz Galstone building, and maybe you're looking around. You know, everyone is no one's super well to do. Most people seem to be like laborers and citizens. You know, average people. This is an affordable place with good quality food. You know, it's not like I said, it's clean, but it's not super fancy. It's affordable for your average Joe, which is kind of what you are.
It's a Burger King.
There's one guy, he's an older human guy, he's got a bald head, he's sitting way over in the corner of this rooftop at a single table. He's very clearly moved other chairs of the table away, and like it's kind of like a cone of silence around him, like there's nobody sitting next to him. He's bald, clean shaven, smooth, untroubled features of someone that's lived in the city their entire life. He's just sipping a glass of water, and he's got a very
But
like a little leather
I
bound
really like them.
ledger on the table. And you know, maybe
When I was
before
a kid,
Kandara
that's
comes
all I
back,
used
you
to-
see
I loved watching the originals.
one or two adventurer types, like people you could easily identify as like people that look like you guys,
Okay.
come up to him and they talk quietly. Do you try to listen in at all?
It's the Godfather.
This is just idle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
We are the dismissed from society.
He rolls a 1 and he just goes, "What?" Towards the table.
12.
Okay. You don't hear anything concrete, but the vibe you get is the adventurer types are coming to him for work. Like he's sliding coins across the table at them. He's noting things down in like spidery like shorthand in his ledger and stuff with a pen and that kind of thing. And then Kandara comes back. You guys have some more meat and cheese, a little bit of wine, tell a couple jokes. Remember that time that Smoog shit in the water barrel and you guys made Karin clean it up and
Those damn dragons. I kind of mentioned to Kandara what I noticed over there. I kind of say, I think maybe we should see if he possibly has any leads on a blade.
that's a big jump of logic to make. I mean, we don't really have any leads to speak of, but
True. That's the only reason I'm probably stretching. You're right.
I mean, it's not going to hurt. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
It
But
attracts the wrong type of attention.
that's fair. That's a good point.
Well, maybe we just and we don't necessarily show all our cards at once. See if he has any work for a group of adventurers.
We can give it a shot.
Yeah. But I say, well, let's finish our meal first, and we'll go have a chat.
Do you guys keep an eye on him after that point?
Yeah.
There's definitely a trend. Like, it's definitely adventurer types that are coming and meeting with him. Sometimes he's handing out coins, sometimes not. He's making notes. Again, you don't know what kind of notes he's making, but no.
Okay.
And he has definitely picked up on your attention.
Okay. So yeah, I guess after we finish up eating and everything, we'll kind of nonchalantly walk over, and I guess I'll start by saying I'm sure you've noticed us staring at you.
I have.
My apologies, not to be rude.
I assumed you were interested in work and were, how you say, casing the joint to make sure everything was on the up and up.
That is exactly what this is. So you seem mighty perceptive.
Well, I've been doing this a while.
Good, good. I suppose that means you might have some higher end line of work.
Not necessarily higher end, but I am an associate of the barrister firm of Harriman and Coleman.
Haven't heard of them.
No.
Okay.
Some fucking lawyer firm from Millen.
Okay.
We are looking. My firm is contracted to hire adventurer types, which you two clearly have the appearance of. If you're interested in work, we can discuss terms and the arrangement.
I kind of look at Kandara and say, yeah, we're at least absolutely willing to hear what you have to offer.
My instincts pin you as competent operators. I represent parties interested in eliminating 6 specific individuals.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I actually can't move forward. Ari's right there.
Are we talking human Goliath individuals?
They vary. Men, women, human, Goliath. We cover. He kind of looks at figures like. Yes, cover all types and shapes.
Well, may I ask what these types of contracts entail?
Find them, murder them.
Are these hits?
These are assassination contracts, yes.
Very well.
What a
May I
lawyer.
ask what type of
I
individuals?
said, what a lawyer.
I have no idea.
very
I am a
lawyerly.
fixer. There are perhaps 16 levels of separation between me and the individual that actually took out the contract.
This is a contract that anyone can potentially take out.
If you have the right connections and you know the right instincts.
I'm not suggesting that we're not interested, but I'd have to run this by the rest of my adventuring party.
Of course.
Is there any way I can contact you?
I will be here until the job is complete.
Very well.
I've
Okay.
hired several groups of individuals at this point. I have over the course of the past day or so, 2 days, I haven't heard back from anyone. I have not been presented with proof of success.
So is this something we could technically take the contract on, and if we deem it's not of our interest, we just let it be, and if we deem that we're interested, we bring you back proof?
As long as you return the down payment.
I asked Kandara, I said, what do you think? Can't hurt
What
to
if-
talk with everyone, right?
She asked what did these 6 individuals do? Like, do you know anything at all? And no idea.
I kind of lean into Kandara and whisper, we always make the determination ourselves.
It's true.
How much is the down payment?
Down payment is 250 gold per individual, with 750 additional gold upon completion. So 1,000 per head. Literally.
Yes. Hitman humor.
I wish I was there so I could look at his notes.
Okay, so
First guy cross-eyed. Second
so they
guy-
pay us the down payment?
Yeah, they give like a standard like
People we
half like
assassinate?
partial payment before completion, rest of payment upon completion.
Okay, see, I was thinking like there was a down payment for us.
Oh, no, no, no,
Like a
no.
gamble. Yeah, like we had to pay to meet the terms of the contract to see.
No,
the
no,
terms
no,
of the
no,
contract.
no, no.
Okay,
No, it's like
um,
partial payment
Half
and then
contractor, half
Okay, well,
bookie.
we'll no upfront payment needed. Can we still see the terms of contract, and if we complete,
yes.
we'll take the full amount then?
I have no objection to this. So he starts listing off information. There are 6 individuals. They are in the Millen area, but no one knows exactly
Where?
where. The first man is, and this is all written down on a sheet of paper, basically.
It's us.
The first man is a human with a really cool bow. The first one is a man named Benten, a human of approximately 40 years of age. His only identifying feature in the documentation is basically what amounts to a shitty tattoo of a bird on his left cheek in crappy blue ink.
Ben 10 was a really
Which
popular
cheek?
flip book when I was
Left
a kid.
cheek.
This one or this one?
It was also
Shut up.
cartoon network.
Okay.
The next guy is Cromble Haka. He's a Goliath, about 30 years of age. He's missing his right hand. Occasionally known to wear a prosthetic weapon on the stump. Actually, I might need to.
Kind of prosthetic.
You know.
The vibrating thing.
I do know because I just watched Enter the Dragon not too long ago. Or, yeah, Enter the Dragon.
While chasing the dragon.
Doing some heroin.
I've always found my movie experience is much enhanced by heroin.
Mouse. I can't.
Apparently
You know,
there's a
Bruce
thing-
Lee,
It's probably up on
Not
the
as
like,
a-
pull down.
women don't find Bruce Lee movies as awesome as men do they?
No?
No, there's apparently a video on YouTube of these guys taking
Wait, no,
LSD and going
he
out
does
into
that every
small
now and
world.
So where?
Disney, the ride It's a Small World.
Oh, God.
It's the same guy
There
that
we
does
go.
the Russian mafia
There, I got it.
video. He goes on a field
Battery
trip
was
and does the
loose.
Russian mafia.
Bert
Shut it
Kreischer?
down. I think
That's what you
so.
get for buying
Yeah,
a
it's
$12
Bert
mouse and
Kreischer.
keyboard combo.
If you're talking about stand-up
The machine.
he's really funny. That's actually like one of his least funny bits, but he's funny dude. He's a funny dude.
I mean, I don't listen to any of his actual stand-up, but that bit is hilarious.
All right.
But that's actually
So the third person is Hiska Kanto, a human female, about 20 years of age, known to carry a really, really cool bow. Also has a dyed blue mohawk.
She has a really, really cool bow. That's stepping on your turf.
It's
Yeah,
got, it's
I
got
don't know,
racing
it's-
stripes.
I'm pretty sure that I want to get rid of her just because of her bow might be cooler than mine.
The fourth individual is a
Out of
Goliath
spite or
of
because you
about
want the
30
bow?
years of age. His name
Spite.
is Miskal Ambru. No identifying features that really make him stand out, but he does carry a flaming whip. The fifth individual is someone named Harka, who is technically human, unknown on age, easily identified by the fact that he is a fucking albino.
My note literally says fucking albino.
Yes. That brings us to six. Sixth individual is Anna Angra. She's a human female, about 50 years old. She was formerly a blood raptor. She's got a really, really bad burn scar on her right cheek where Halia Blood Raptor supposedly burned off her Blood Raptor tattoo before beating her almost to death and getting her out of the mercenary band.
Interesting.
So that's that.
Tina Blood Raptor of the Blood Raptor.
All right. Thank you. Just where you'll be here if we complete contract.
If I'm not here, check with the firm of Harriman and Coleman.
And Coleman. All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Take a sip of water.
Let's get back to the group.
Okay. You get back to the group.
You guys want to be Hitman?
Yes.
We were just eating some dinner at this charcuterie place and happened to notice a bunch of these adventuring types coming up with this one guy, and so our curiosity got the better of us and went over and talked to him, and I had like 6 contracts that they want. So I don't know.
It's
if
like
we're-
Domino all over again in the first session. We're gonna work for everyone! Or Cassius in the first session. We're gonna work for everyone!
I don't know if this is something we're interested in, but I just figured it might be if we're looking for cash on the side.
Metrius
or-
kind of goes.
Can we get like a description of some of the victims?
Yeah.
So we call them victims.
There's Benton. I didn't write down that stuff at first.
Benton, he's a human of approximately 40 years of age, has a really shitty tattoo of a bird on his left cheek in blue ink.
Ugh.
There's Cromble, the Goliath with the stump.
Yep.
There's Hiska with the really, really cool bow.
And
I
Blue
don't
Mohawk.
like that person.
There's Miskal Ambru with the flaming whip. He's the Goliath. There's Harka, the albino.
And Anna
Angra,
Angra.
the former
She
Blood
was a
Raptor.
Former Blood Raptor. She got her got a scar on her cheek where they burned off her blood raptor tattoo. So, don't know what they did. Don't know who wants them dead. But
What's a blood raptor?
What is a blood raptor?
blood raptor, they're dragon hunters, right? Or am I wrong?
They were the mercenary band that was hunting dragons.
Yeah, mercenary band. Yeah,
They're
I thought that's where we ran into them.
pretty rough and tumble, like
They acted like they were bad, and then we
competent
showed them what's up.
enough to actually do what they
Did
said
you?
they were gonna do. Like they actually did kill dragons, but they don't.
Hell yeah,
kill
Blood
the
Raptor
big
tried to
ones like
hire
we
you
do.
guys.
She's gonna pay us money, and then we decided it was more cool to go look for artifacts and
And it was more cool.
and bury
was more cool.
people's dead relatives.
So, which one should we go after?
Well, I don't know if we should, but I just figured.
I'd say if we run into him,
I'm gonna sit this one out.
I thought
I'm
the
not-
guy might know
I'm
something
not
about a blade above
the
a
murdering
flame,
type,
but I didn't really
We've killed
ask.
people, but not.
Nobody wants
I'm
to
gonna
go
sit
after
this
the
out, like,
person
if
with
you guys
the
wanna
bolt.
do it,
I
but-
mean,
I won't. I'm not killing people just for money.
Metra says, yeah, it's one thing to kill someone in the heat of battle, but paid assassin doesn't sit good with me.
No, like I said,
someone might have a better bolt than I do, and I don't like that idea.
I mean, we could go talk to this person, tell them that, hey, if there's a hit out on you, we gave you some pretty fucking important information. How about you give us that really, really cool bow and, get the fuck out of the city.
And if they
he
don't,
wants
we
to kill
kill
them
him,
out of
take the bow,
spite,
get the
not
money.
for the bow.
I don't really need the bow. I just
Oh, I thought you wanted the really, really cool
Actually,
bow.
I misspoke. He tells you that they are all supposed to be northeast of Millen, near the towns of Crow Cage, Planter's Toil, and Grove. I cannot believe I forgot to say that. That is very key information.
Okay. So they're not
Yeah, I was just expecting it to be like
say
one of the
planners?
side quests that's always there and just eventually bump into them.
one of the towns is called Planner's Fasciitis.
Yes,
Okay.
Planter's Toil.
Okay.
Fucking monster.
Wouldn't like every place in Yafka be Planner's Toil because there's nowhere to fucking grow anything?
Yeah, but they named it this first.
It's actually that's the first one.
They named it that before it was cool.
I just want to go to the city, so I don't care what you guys want to do.
All right, well did we get a message back yet from
cold resistance. And
Oh,
what's his
yeah.
name?
Yeah, while you're gone, you and Kendar were gone.
I mean, we might.
If
need to
necrotic
borrow-
damage is
Gezret Ben
cold, then I
Hoon.
have cold
Gezret.
resistance.
Gezret Ben Hoon
No,
sends
you
a
might
messenger
want it for
back. Yeah, we can
The one dude.
tonight, like 7. I'll have a
Don't
meeting
have any cold
opening.
resistance.
You might want
Something
some
that
fire
affects like.
resistance.
Sweet.
You guys are gonna.
You might
do
want
it.
some fire resistance.
I have.
Huh?
You might want some fire resistance if it's gonna keep burning your face.
Oh, the spear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have $100 though right now, 100 gold. So I'm not getting shit right now.
So you
Friend,
need
how
to
much,
do this for
How
money,
much gold would you need, friend?
Essentially,
Like 3 assassinations. No, I'm just kidding.
3 assassinations worth of gold.
You need 3.
Dumbo really doesn't want to assassinate people either. He's
Yeah, I'm
not
not
good.
Kendar says
disinterested,
that's good. That's good.
but
I was just curious. Like he kept talking, and I'm like, I gotta know.
He can't read.
Like, what if it was someone? What if it was someone that we knew?
Is he really that?
his character
stupid?
can't read.
No, I don't. Dumbo really can't read.
So you could put anything on the contract, and
He'll sign it.
Put your X right here, stupid. Maybe I did that stupid part. I'm just saying, you charge him 10%.
So 7
Don't
o'clock
know.
rolls around.
Interest.
You guys
Don't
gonna
know
go
is a
meet with
mandatory.
Gezret Ben Hoon?
I am.
All right.
I will.
You find his place. It's that like a plus sign shaped stone tower, kind of in an alley. You have to divest yourself of some weapons and stuff, and he's at his desk. Big old fucked up looking Goliath. What are you? Good, glad you boy. How are you? How are you now?
Good and you? That's right. How you been?
Good.
Good.
A little surprised to hear from you guys again. I didn't really think we had a working relationship as such.
Well, we took care of. Well, I mean, you've heard what we've done.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
We took care of him. It won't be your problem anymore either.
It's,
Argar.
I know. Hargrew, Ardar Hargrew. Yeah, I remember.
I was hoping to make it more than a working relationship.
Okay, I liked it better when you didn't talk.
We were
I
We were actually,
NPC.
we figured since we were in the city, we're looking for someone of interest. We were you might.
Who are you looking for?
We don't have the name, but we know that there may be someone in the area with a flaming sword, Goliath, with a flaming sword.
We know
Or flaming
Goliath, the
weapon.
Flaming weapon.
He
Looks like
These
a big.
swords have been
So it looks like a big
interpreted.
charred piece of bone.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it's totally fucking him. Are we stupid?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're dumb.
he flips through his notes and he's like, there's a rumor going around that some dumb fuck's got the knuckle bones of Summer, and
Mystical Homebrew?
no,
Oh.
Huna Harnan, Kara, who
Those are like
I can't
dice that
remember.
let you
Caramore,
roll
Caramore something or other. And then there's a Goliath. There's some fucking Goliath adventure out hunting bandits out in by Piner's Toil or whatever. He's got a flaming whip or something,
Sounds like our thing.
or a lightning whip, or a
That's the
lava
guy that has a
whip.
pit on his head.
Yeah.
Spine.
Did you just say
Oh,
that's the guy
it's
that's
the
got a hit on
spine.
his head in front of
The
the...
spine whip. That's
Board.
badass.
Yeah, I don't care.
Let's just do those hits. It's probably for the best.
At least that guy.
Let's chase that dragon.
Like, he's not gonna give it to us anyways. We're gonna have to kill him.
You never know. I might be able to reason with him
Good
first.
piece of chance.
I'm gonna retcon that I've
So
spent this
it's
time
like-
searching
like-
for
Meta?
chain lightning and protection from energy.
Meta? Is that the last two pieces?
The knuckle bones of Summer and the
And the spine, right?
knuckle bones of Summer. Metris mentioned them a long time ago, and Herbert didn't seem to think they were a real thing.
Okay.
Well, Herbert's a fool.
Yeah, Herbert's been pretty solid giving us information so far.
Say again.
Protection from energy.
Protection from energy.
And
What level
call
spell is
lightning
it?
third.
Third.
And then chain lightning is
Let's
6.
start with protection from energy. How many hours did you spend looking?
How many hours have we been here?
I don't know. 2, 3, 7? Doesn't matter. Time is flexible.
Since these will be the first spells I have bought, I'll spend a lot of time and say 7 hours.
7 hours.
I'm making a big deal.
You rolled a critical success. So it's third level. So that would be 1500.
That means you walk into a shop.
Do you just want a basic third level spell slot? Chain lightning.
No, protection from energy is
Oh, protection from energy is third level. Sixth.
It's on the same street as that Kyle left all of his phallic glass.
You find protection
Oh,
from energy for
Just the ones I was trying to sell that
1125
I'm not
gold.
especially proud of.
Alright. And then chain
Product
lightning is 6th
placement.
level.
I've seen your work.
Chain lightning 6th
I
level.
would have done that with all of them.
He's got a couple that are like vaguely shaped
You're
like
just
you
going
wanted.
around shopping right now?
Yeah.
He was
And
trying to make a
unless it's
goblet,
Really expensive,
it-
I can afford
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Still looks like a penis, but
Can I
it's like
shop
actually got
after
like a
Andrew?
comes
You
out a
shop
little bit.
While I'm shopping.
You know what? Clint's only one person.
$3,000 for chain lightning.
But it's clearly difficult to use. Like the lip is all.
That's bullshit. I went through it.
What kind of game is it? What's the name of this game again? It's called I Win. This game is bullshit. You win every time.
That's how much money as I had.
How much money did you have?
5,391.
Damn! Oh, this is gonna be fun. Hey guys, you got time stop and chain lightning and protection from energy.
That's on my money. Pretty much.
I mean, it's good choices. You got offense, you got defense.
I also shop.
What do you shop for?
I'm looking for a better sword than a +1 longsword.
You want to find a +3 stud to put in it?
I do want to.
Let's see.
Well, I do now.
Let's look and see. Magic weapon. Magic weapon. What do we
Oh,
got?
that was something I was gonna see about in the.
So magic weapon. So 4th. Your
The vampiric
6th level
touch
spell slot.
spell.
Okay.
See if I can
It
put it
doesn't
into the
necessarily have to be a long
Scarlet's
sword.
Cutlass.
As long as it's
Or Enervation Ray. Ranged. It's ranged
simple
versus
or martial weapon, and it uses and it's one-handed.
How many hours do you spend looking?
He spent 7. I guess I can spend 7.
You guys shopping
Adding
together?
no extra time. Yeah.
Cool. Shopping buddies.
You find a magic weapon stud with a 6th level spell slot, which means it would impart +3
Okay.
for 5,000 gold.
Okay. Can I trade in the +1 slot for any sort of?
Just give me the shittiest sword you have.
You can trade in your old sword for a new sword.
Oh
yes.
wait, it has to be. I can't just remove the.
Nope.
Can he put this one in his sword and get a +4 sword?
No.
Can I hold them together?
Can I take them together?
I guess I.
Hilt to hilt.
How much do I get off for giving them my +1?
A grand.
A grand.
Yeah.
Personal.
And you said it was.
5,000.
So now it'd be like 4,000.
Yes.
I will do it, and I will be at 330 gold.
Everyone's getting upgrades. Got yourself a +3 longsword or some other martial weapon that you want.
I don't know what other options there are.
Dog down here.
Does
guys.
anybody? I think I have probably. How much money do you think Nima has?
None. How much do you
What
want?
would happen if I were to put the Call Lightning stud in my
5,000 gold.
He's been saving up.
I have not.
in my Shadow Blade instead of my body?
Your Shadow Blade?
Would that be? What do I feel like that would do with my knowledge of this world's magic?
With your knowledge of this world's magic and your knowledge of how fucking weird the Shadow Blade is, you have no idea. And if you were to talk with Herbert, who has like a detect magic stuff and stuff,
That I
he
do.
would have no idea what possible ramifications there could be. Do you want to try it?
I want to try it.
Okay. Do you solidify the blade, or do you just put it into the hilt?
I'd solidify the blade, then put it into the hilt, probably.
You solidify it, and you press it in like anyone else would, and you press, and it just won't go in. Like normally when you press a stud up against, like there's a little silver spike on the back of studs. Normally when you press it against an object, it just like when it goes to skin, it burrows silver tendrils of metal through, and like it just fixates itself to it. Doesn't happen. It's
Oh, you're trying to do this to Blackstone?
No, to my Shadow Blade.
Is it Blackstone?
it's not Blackstone.
Okay.
What if I turn the blade off?
You do it.
And then try that.
It goes in.
Can I now turn the blade on?
Do you?
Yes.
Like a
Oh.
wine cork,
I retrieve my stud.
or like a champagne bottle cork. That's what I mean.
So I guess it was kind of like that.
It must have been.
Whatever. Fuck off. You guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
I asked Herbert, do you know why that happened?
I have no idea, but that was really neat. I've never seen an object reject a magic item or a stud. Like it's one thing for like Luzhgao stone. Obviously, it doesn't go into Luzhgao stone, but to go like clearly the blade, the shadow tendril portion is the magic part. It has some sort of power, and when it's inert, it's just metal because it's just metal hilt with simple leather wrapping and stuff. This is fascinating.
Thanks, Herbert.
I'm gonna spend 5 hours looking for a 4th level vampiric touch spell.
I'm assuming this is all happening at the same time.
4 hours?
So
It was when
before
you
we
got-
met.
When you were at the ice cream
Third
shop.
level or 4th level.
So I got
How
that.
much do you want? Because you rolled a 20.
Oh. 4th level.
4th level. It's a 3rd level spell, 4th level spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be.
Oh, you can buy a...
You can buy a higher level stuff.
God. Sorry, I'm just remembering
What?
when we would punish people in our town, we gave them Dixon praline ice cream.
Yeah. 1,875 gold.
Really?
1,800?
And
Ice cream
75.
day.
I was thinking 18,000 for a second. I was like,
So we couldn't just not give
Oh,
the
there's a lot
prisoners
of gold.
something, so we had to give them something, so we gave them
I'll do it.
Dixon praline.
I love D&D.
I'm gonna implant it in myself
RPGs,
first
whatever you want to say.
before I do anything with the blade. So. Vampiric touches. Like, you channel.
When you're
touch
pressing,
and siphon
were you
it.
going on the hilt or were you going on the blade when you were
The
pressing?
hilt.
Okay. All right.
Do I feel like the blade would make a difference?
Do you want to try the blade?
I try the blade with my protection from energy stud. That way I'm not out a lot of money if something very bad happens.
So you solidify the blade and you press it in, and your hand sinks into the blade. Like it ripples like water. Like it normally looks.
Have
like...
I tried this before? Have I tried putting my hand in?
No.
Okay.
I mean, have you? Because
Probably
otherwise, you know.
That's probably like she just like goes through it. I didn't want to touch it.
So like you sink into, like you don't pop out the other side. Like it's not like it's like a hole, but you sink in. Do you feel around it at all?
Yeah.
And you feel something hard and metal like a hilt.
I try to connect the stud.
It doesn't connect. You just like are you in the middle of the street just like are you,
Everyone's like seeing
you're
your-
up to your shoulder and this blade and
You said 1835?
75
75.
or 35 if that's all you have.
No, I have 25, 34, but I actually have like in gold pieces because I still have the platinum we got. Is 1834. It's like the actual gold I have. So.
You feel like a hilt in there somewhere, and you're like stabbing at it with the stud.
The stud, yeah.
Nothing's happening. Do you grab the hilt?
Yes.
All right, you pull it out.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was like the inside of a hilt, like I was.
No,
Okay.
you're elbow deep, and you feel like a hilt, like a lot of hilts, like
It's like a window you can't see through, and you can feel hilts.
yeah, yeah.
I grab a hilt.
Okay, you pull out. It looks like a knife made of black glass, just like the shadow blade.
I put it back, and I pull out a different one.
Same thing. Unless you think you want like something different.
I touch it. Is it like the shadow blade? I mean, I guess I bring it out of the shadow blade first.
It's solid. It's solid metal. It looks like black glass though. It doesn't have like the sky like on the flat of the knife blade. It just looks like black metallic glass, kind of slightly reflective, but not like you can't like see yourself in it.
Wonder if you can get arrowheads out of there.
Anything else in there?
It's a bag of
do you think about getting
full of
arrows?
Knives.
It's actually just like a chef's knife block.
If you think about getting arrows, you pull out a bunch of arrows, like a handful of arrows.
And I just feel around. While everyone else is shopping, I'm just.
It's
So whatever
pull out a
whatever
chunk
he
of
thinks
arrows?
of, it's there.
yeah, like swords, daggers, knives,
about-
axes.
a stud. Do I grab a stud made of glass?
Yeah, you bring your arm out and Turok's there. Just flexing.
Oh, hey.
He's wearing Macho Man Randy Savage slacks.
Brother!
How neat is that?
I don't know. What are these things? Are they.
Do you ask Kerber to look at him with his detect magic stud?
That I do.
What the fuck is with this sword? I don't know what this is! They're magical, but they're not!
What if he pulls like it over someone's head and then like shakes around the face?
Are you volunteering?
No, I don't want to.
We'll just use the chalice after. It's fine.
Do you put the chalice in the blade?
Yes. Safekeeping.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Put
What
on,
if
put on
he,
safety glasses
like,
first.
crawls into the blade.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to do it.
Who?
What if,
If
he
I win
like
the blade,
crawls into the blade like a pocket dimension? Like,
I mean, it's maybe that wide.
I peek my eye in.
guys, it's
Is it
actually
dark in
just
there?
the shadow
What's that?
blade's actually
So I
like a
peek my
tube
eye
with a
in.
portable hole that just. It's one of those toys that you turn it upside down and goes.
Make a wisdom check. Not a saving throw, just a check.
Oh no. 12.
Like you're right up, like you're holding it like it's a viewfinder, like one of those old viewfinders. You're like trying to like stare. And the night sky kind of clears for a moment, like you're focused on it, and you feel like it's because you're so focused on it that this happens. Like it clears a little bit, and you see a forest way down below you of huge oak trees like redwood-sized oak trees. And then the clouds like reform, and it's just the night sky with clouds again. And stars blinking.
I do it again. I try harder.
You try harder.
I use my wisdom.
Okay, make another check for me.
18. I'm really straining my wisdom.
I use my wisdom gland even harder.
You see.
I'm excreting a lot of wisdom.
You get you focus and you get it to pass away, and you realize it's this viewpoint you have is kind of like you're flying up in the air away from this forest, and you see this huge oak forest of massively sized oak trees. You see that this is just a small island. It's a small island. You have no like it's surrounded by water, like clean water, like clear blue water. And it's kind of this curved little landmass beside another huge landmass. You have no like frame of reference aside from like these two things in water, so it's hard to get a scale. Like, is this Yofta sized? Is it bigger? Is it smaller? You can't really tell. But you see the small one is kind of curved on the edge of the larger one, and it's mostly forest. There are mountains. There's a flat plain. The other one is huge ring of mountains on the north, thick forest in the middle. Lots of plains and more forests. You see castles. In the south, there's this at the very southern tip of this continent is this huge brass and bronze, maybe citadel. Like it's easily as impressive as one of the cities of Yofka, but it's all of brass and bronze and marble and stuff. In the north, there's just this ring of mountains, and you see like you can see like stony, like it looks like there are fortresses in the mountains, but it looks like they're all internal. And you can see, as you're panning away, you can see villages scattered around this forest in the middle. And now you're way up, and you can't see anything anymore, and the clouds reform.
You got all that from one check.
Two.
Well, 2 checks.
Sorry. 20-minute explanation for 118.
I talk to Herbert and say, I don't understand this.
I don't either.
Is there... I guess, I don't know.
It's magic, but it's not. That is, I don't know how to, it's, magic from the studs looks and feels a certain way when you look at it with detect magic, and this looks kind of like that, but not.
I don't know what to do with that information. I tell the party, and I say I'm up for ideas.
Can I get some arrows?
I grab in there for some arrows.
We should
Find
send
some
someone
arrows.
in there.
Thank you. I'm out of ideas.
I hope.
We should send someone in there.
These,
Would any of us even fit?
It's what the opening is like how
We
big
go
is the
shopping
wall?
for
the blade is pretty wide.
What kind of sword is it?
It would be equivalent to a bastard sword, almost a two-handed sword.
Yeah, that's not very wide.
Why don't you flip it over and see what's on the other end?
So he's
Why
reaching
doesn't
into the
someone
blade
buy
like
it?
the blade profile.
Yeah, we could buy like
Buy
a...
a stud of polymorph.
This is the flat of the blade.
polymorph
He's
and-
reaching.
Well, there's like a eye spell you can use too.
What happens if my arm...
Warlocks have it.
I guess my arm's probably not wider than the sword, but... If I lift my arm
wondering
up to
if
the
it
edge of the sword, what happens?
You feel like
Like solid?
it feels solid. Like there's no sensation of like this is metal or stone or whatever, but there's
Something.
You stop.
You can't move it up or down. Okay.
So I can put it on my arm and swing it?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't do that, but it's nice to know I could.
I like my options.
4th level spell, Arcane Eye.
I don't know if that would work. You're possibly going through
Reduce
magic.
We're
There
done
we go.
saving the world. We have to investigate the story.
Yeah. All
We
I gotta
found
say
a way
is-
out.
I'm
Yeah, it's
inclined
not
to say
magic.
this is cooler than my bow, but
It's not a bow.
it doesn't have flames on it. Do you want flames on it? I can do that for you.
Oh, all the weapons you pull out of there are +1.
Okay. Is there... Do I feel like the supply is limited, or I could make a lot of money in this town?
You don't know.
You're reaching into an armory of some
I start grabbing and I just set stuff down.
Okay.
And I see if I run out.
down the street here. What the fuck? Where'd my supply go?
So you're pulling more and more out and more out, and I don't know how long you do this. Maybe it's like 20 minutes. The first ones you pulled, they turn into silvery kind of whitish mist and flow back into the blade.
Oh, nice.
So you're telling me there's a lot of money you made
Does
this
that happen after a certain amount of time, or
No,
after a
it's
certain
about-
amount of blades?
It's about 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
You can still make money off that.
You just gotta be gone in 20 minutes.
It's true.
That's where you make a portable shop. Shop on wheels.
Very fast shop on wheels.
We sell two things: +1 weapons and really crappy glass.
Mr. Nigel West
Oh,
Dickens.
are his arrows gone now?
Yeah, after 20 minutes they kind of fade away.
Oh,
I was gonna. What if he holds on really tight? Can they stay?
No, they fade away. And Herbert's looking. The mist is magic. It's magic-like. It's like magic. I don't like. Certain schools of spells have colors, and you know, certain information is processed into your brain by the spell detect magic. This is just white noise. It's like, it's white, and it's similar to magic. I feel that dispel magic would have an effect of some kind on these objects and these effects, but I don't know what it would be or how effective it would be. Does anyone have a dispel magic stud?
No, we could probably get one.
Uriel.
I have 700
Could
gold.
you reach in there and maybe find some, like an apple or something in there for me? I want a snack.
I'm curious to
I
know
wanna
how
know
to
if
spell
it's
magic
magic
disappears
on
out of
my
my
stomach
stomach
after 20 minutes.
Turns it off.
I
this way.
attempt to reach. I attempt to grab a glass apple out for you.
Oh, it's like, could I eat it?
It's probably
Is
that
it
glass. Everything I
actually
pull out is like
okay.
a glass. That
Kind of
I didn't know if
metallic.
it was actually glass or if it's just like
You can try to eat it.
glassy.
break it to
I attempt to eat this glass
I
apple.
hand him one of my glass things, and I says, "Can you put this in it?"
I put it in. Is it now a +1 glass?
It's like there's a
What
lot
are-
of
what
shit
are
going
these?
on right now.
Glass
it's
phallic
supposed to
objects.
be like
I'm still. I
goblet or
Vase?
something, but it's
Thinking
like
about the food thing.
I still need.
Phallic
Give me once, because like. There is a case that could be made that apples would be in there, but I don't know if they would be.
I just wanted to know what sensation I would feel if I consumed something and then it disappeared.
you know in Star Trek when they have that little thingy that just builds things inside of
The-
it? That's
let's-
what this
let's-
sword is.
Yeah.
What do you put in the blade?
one of the phallic glass objects.
Okay.
Like, does it do anything?
You put it in there. Almost instantly, you lose track of it, and you can't
Get out of there.
find it.
You didn't care about that, right?
It's one of the ones
Worst
I'm less
pull
proud
I've ever
of,
seen.
but
Hold on to my bow. Don't come near it.
Yeah, it would just be. It would. It would just be a black glass, like a metallic black glass apple.
this is the glass that's made from the stuff that's coming from whatever my cutlass is turning people into.
What?
That black glass sand stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
That's what when people die, I scoop up the
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah. I
from it.
remember you telling me that. Yep. Yeah, I think it would just be a black glass, black metal, glass-looking apple. I think that's what it would be.
When
They
I, kill people
disintegrate,
with,
right?
when I kill people with my cutlass, they turn into like a sandy glass coarse stuff that I can melt down into a black glass type material. And
Oh,
that's what I'm making into.
So anyway,
It's very morbid if people found out what it's actually made of. Like,
What do you guys want to do now?
Can we take a break? I really have to pee.
Yeah, yep, I guess we can. I have to consider the ramifications of apples.
I also have a few questions for you about my character, quick. Abstract.
He's gluten intolerant.
All right,
Start
we're
off
back,
work.
and
We were
if only
talking
we had
about
known that
briskets.
sooner.
I take a little chunk of blackstone off my armor and say, "Hey, that's blackstone."
Okay.
How'd you break
You
it off
want
your
it?
armor?
No, there's.
What's the other armor?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's cool. I mean,
It's cool.
all the kids are into these
the
days.
building we're in is made of blackstone. Who cares?
But you don't have a chunk of it.
What would I do with a chunk of blackstone?
Well, you can do the blackstone building.
Live in it. Wait. Get out!
Is it just a cube
do
that you're
like-
giving him?
Honestly,
Basically,
I have like
a stud from his
studded leather
yeah.
with
I
blackstone.
think it'd be great if it was
studs.
this, and then I just took it and painted one uniform. Give him a dice.
All right, so what do you dumb fucks want to do?
I don't want to go in on
Find
me.
out what my
go in with me to
crony
buy
character
some dispel magic. I need like 800 more, or no, like 1,000 more.
Herb asks if you want a loan.
Herbert, this is in both of our best interests.
A small loan of $1 million.
So just think of the knowledge we can learn of this,
We're gonna
Small
build a
loan
of
of
this
black
$1
magic
million.
item that doesn't adhere to our laws of magic that we know.
He wants.
and Millen.
He wants to do this. So roll a persuasion check with advantage.
You're taking advantage.
Keeps you out.
Maybe.
You're like Herbert. Does this rank
We
smell
have
like
the best
Orwell?
walls.
Get the best walls. The Blackstone.
What's a persuasion?
What if
That's
I
a
could tell
6
you
and an 8.
it's gonna rain tomorrow?
You're
I
like,
can loan you the money.
Okay.
Herbert, do you want this cup of pudding that I made you? It also comes with this roll of Kodak
That's-
film.
How much? How much does he loan you? How much do you need?
934.
Loaned.
Talk to the shopkeep and be like,
You're
"Sir,
real.
are you a gambler?"
934.
Yeah. What if I could guarantee that it will rain in 4 days?
What?
Let's go do
Remember
the
we used
test
the
on those
chalice. It
guys.
rains like 4 days later.
Oh,
Well, I'm interested in the
Or
guy with the
3.
flame whip.
Or none.
So, with my dispel magic,
Gambling.
is it a sexual thing?
I pull out
No,
one of
I
the
think
little
it's part of my
daggers.
spear.
Oh.
Well, it
I
needs to
implant
be.
my impel.
Sorry,
magic
you were into
stud.
some really kinky shit.
No. I mean, it might be. I don't know.
Picture the whole group's looking forward to Nemo being
He's doing
mute
something.
again.
I am doing something.
And then I cast
Go
dispel
upstairs
magic
then.
What do you want?
on the
I can
dagger.
barely see your eyes. You look really sad right now.
Don't make fun of Arya.
Oh,
I'm not making fun of her. I'm making simple observations, and you're taking.
You're poisoned.
Yeah, you're the one casting judgment on his observation.
So you cast dispel magic on the dagger,
Sir.
and it kind of
it wasn't support, it was an observation.
like
First, I
for,
make sure that Herbert is looking when I do this.
She's what? 5 now.
for
isn't
a
she?
brief moment, the solid black metal glass whatever dagger, the edges start to fray into silvery mist as you cast the spell, but like then it goes back to normal. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Herbert goes, "This is fascinating! What does it mean? What does it mean, Uriel? This isn't how magic works! Spells either stop functioning or they don't! What does it mean?"
Well, I think we're done. I think you broke Herbert.
And Herbert has a heart attack.
He's in a city. He's in a city.
Oh yeah, that's right. Herbert's fine.
Would they give you advantage?
Yes.
I
Oh, we're
have
just gonna.
syphilis. Oh my god, those are some really good rolls. Look at that.
He was rolling 4. Come on.
He's like, I contracted syphilis.
Anyway, Any other? What do you guys want to do?
I call it.
I think I have to go after
You call Crank. Okay.
Hey, Crank.
Hey, what's up, Uriel? What's going on?
Remember that Shadow Blade I showed you?
Yeah, the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, it's magic, but it ain't magic.
Yeah, it's an
Go for
echo
Herbert.
or something.
I give it to Herbert. And Herbert's like, oh, I know.
It's magic. I don't know what it means. And Herbert's like, oh, or Crank Mono says, I don't either. I am immune to magic. I don't know much about it.
Oh, hasn't our Lathoner arrived? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he came. Yeah.
Okay.
There have been some issues.
Does he know about magic?
No, Lathaner, he might.
You thought I was going to remember as Nathan Dragonair, but
Nathan is here?
Nathan Dragonair.
not Lathonair, it's a
He
dragon.
follows her around now?
No, he lives in the fortress with Crank Monos.
Oh. I thought he lived in a fortress down under the sea.
No, that's
Don't
a
worry, it's
pineapple.
Parts of it.
Don't worry, it's better.
What?
Take it from me. Don't under the sea.
Seaweed is always greener in someone
Say
else's
okay.
lake.
Can I?
Hey, you happen to know if there's an island nearby
I mean,
Yofka
most continents are submerged at
with a
this point.
lot of woods?
Oh no, nope, not a
And
chance.
mountain ranges?
You should describe that whole situation to him.
I described the whole situation to him, and my perspective was flying over, or panning over this scene, and then I can pull out little glass daggers, and
Let me
Arrows
show
and
you the world.
they disappear after 20 minutes, and they disperse into like dust, which goes back into the blade, and all the other stuff.
I tried to eat
I say that
an
sound
apple,
familiar?
but it,
It was just
I really wish
glass.
I really wish this was like Skype video chatting instead of because like Crank Monos is just like, what?
What if we try to like catch it in like a bottle or something?
Wait a minute, how are you talking to this guy?
They have
Yeah,
a break
little-
air stone.
Okay.
Break air, break air. We have a CB radio, and
That deserves inspiration.
I'm pretty sure that's where Clint had it
Yeah.
from.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled out break hair, but
You ever read American Gods?
No.
you should.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I'm not gonna
Everyone should
spoil
read
it.
American Gods. Read
It's
American
really
Gods.
Is that the
Neil
same
Gaiman.
one they made the TV show of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not that I've seen that either.
that's good too. It has one of the coolest opening credits sequences I've ever seen in my
I
life.
gotta watch it. Yeah. Anyway, the point is there's a character in there, and Clint's like, "Did you know who it was?" And I'm going, "Yeah, it's right in the name." And he goes, "I didn't figure it out until the middle of the book."
Yeah, Fred and I have talked before about how you were mad and butthurt that you figured out way before everyone else.
I don't know why it was.
Well, yes, it's completely fucking obvious in retrospect, and I don't know how I fucking missed it, but fuck you. Anyway, everyone should read American Gods by Neil Gaiman. It's an American classic, and you're doing yourself a disservice by not reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
So we have a guy we gotta go talk to.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? You gonna play with this sword all? I mean, that's fine.
that's kind of neat.
I'm prepared. I have notes.
I want to go take Mescal Homebrew's Flame Whip.
Okay.
I
And possibly
second
can
that.
only get $1,000.
I second that one. A
Carrick
spine
Mono
is a whip.
says,
That sounds badass.
"Have
You found a mask,
Yeah.
ball gag, finding a whip.
have you considered
Really
asking her about it?"
You can raise weapons.
The Horned Queen.
No.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. She is the remnant of a god. I mean,
Let's go see the Eisman. He knows.
Probably, but
actually not, and he would have no way of knowing.
What if I hold it up and I say, Eisman, look, what I got? What's this? I'm gonna come see you one day. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
figured out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
All right. So anyway, that's Crank Monos' advice.
I say, thank you for your advice.
Okay, have fun.
Crank Monos.
Don't die.
I give a thumbs up. But I know he can't see me. So I feel like a fool.
He's giving a thumbs up too.
Okay.
You don't know it, but
He can feel like the shift in atmosphere.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, no, this is interesting diversion. It's over with.
But wait,
There's more.
Is there?
I speak to Domino and I say, hey, Crank recommended I ask the Horn Queen about this Shadow Blade because she may know something.
I mean, like
It's kind of your territory, so.
I can ask, but I can barely understand her.
We're now gonna sit
I
and
try
listen
on
to
the
a
spear to do my
conversation
best
between
to
two
ask
weapons.
the spear to ask.
We put her in my weapons.
Could you fit the head of it through the?
What would that do?
I thought about that, but I was like, it's not good.
Dom was like pretty leery about that one.
What would that do?
So what you're suggesting
Like the
is
DM
to
has no idea, so I kind of really want to try it.
You're gonna try
Has
to put
no
this
idea.
shaft through a
No, he doesn't
magical
know,
slit.
though. Because
Yeah,
it's like probably
100%.
not magic of these guys.
Yes.
So like them interacting, like which would cancel out what, or
Huh.
which would harm what, if any.
Interesting. Anyway, what do you guys do?
We do it.
I guess I try to ask Akasa if she knows what this is, if I can get anything from her.
So she ignites,
I have it open so she can look in it. if
and
wants.
her red eye splits open, like the eye of Thundara. That's what it is, right? And she says in your mind, closer. So she's like the eyeball is like the eye stud, whatever you want to call it, is right up against the blade, and she's kind of panning and like kind of vibrating along,
I'm
like
sure she is.
and you hear her go,
That's what we thought too.
Neva looks at his bow and goes, "Are we the only two that don't talk?" I feel like we should.
She says,
Not you.
echo, remnant,
Of what?
shadow of she's reaching, but like you get a sense. Make an insight check.
Natural 20, 23.
She knows what this is,
She doesn't know how to
but
say
she doesn't remember. At one point, like this is familiar to her. She is familiar with this, and if she were herself, you get a sense that she would be able to tell you exactly what the fuck is going on, but there's too much missing.
Yeah, she knows, but there's not enough of her together.
I say we collect the blades.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing.
I do.
So, when he manifests the claymore, is it always the same shape every time?
Yep.
He can't like manipulate it into like.
No, like it
shape?
doesn't like.
No, like if you were to like say, you know, what, I want a great axe, like
No.
something big
No.
enough to fit a head through.
Nope.
What if I say I want a great axe and I reach in?
Pull out a great axe.
Ooh.
Just
You guys
like
want some +1 weapons for about 20 minutes? If I pull one out, does it last longer? I tried, I guess.
Lasts about 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna shove the vampiric touch thing into my forearm.
Okay.
I'm gonna soothe my bow to sleep.
Oil it up.
I've been oiling something all day.
Actually, I do need to season the blackstone a
Okay,
little bit.
so do we have any solid leads then?
if I know anything about stoneware, you do need to
That's
season
about
it.
it. Assassinate that guy, get some money.
That's what I'm thinking.
Flame whip.
It's like cast iron.
What are,
It's really good to cook with.
I know how.
so I don't know. Like,
Wouldn't
I'm
trade
pretty
it.
positive the flame whip is the spine. Yes.
If you are, yes.
Okay.
Are you? You're you. You
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah, I think Domino is. I think he's convinced.
You know, if I were a god missing my spine, I feel like my spine would be integral to my memory.
That's the seat of memory.
Like
Muscle
if I didn't have a
memory.
spine, I wouldn't
The
remember much.
coccyx.
Muscle memory.
The coccyx.
It's actually true. It is the seat of muscle.
Agent
memory.
Franks has 2 spines.
Spoilers.
2 spines.
What?
What are you talking about?
Agent Franks.
Doctor Who has 2 hearts.
Yes, everyone does that. Shut up.
Not every.
Agent Franks.
I have 2 heads.
Monster Hunter
No,
International.
Oh, it's been forever since I've
Yeah, I
watched.
know. It's really good.
The books?
Yeah.
They're submarine right now. Yeah.
I find them extremely entertaining.
I think after the third or fourth one, whenever they're at that.
I'm still insane.
Okay, so I think it's there's actually a really good one when it's just all about the main guy,
Harbinger?
the werewolf.
Yeah.
Harbinger, yeah.
That's a really good one.
That's what you said.
But the
too.
one where they're at that's the one I stalled out on. Was when they're at a conference
Oh, yeah.
in the desert.
Anyways, D&D.
Yes,
Sorry.
D&D. That's
No,
the
it's
thing.
okay because I got sidetracked too.
So, yeah.
Yeah, let's go talk
Somewhere
to this guy.
around
Maybe kill him. Maybe get some money and
Crocade, Planner's Toil, or Grove, northeast of Millen.
The toil ones were the ones.
I let my
Yeah.
spear try to guide the way.
You get a couple miles north of Millen.
You were seriously letting your spear guide the way?
Yeah, she knows where her bits are, her pieces.
Parts.
Within a couple miles. You leave the city and you head northish. After about 5 or so miles, your spear ignites, and she starts panning her gaze back and forth, kind of leaning towards the northeast.
Nima has a stick that's cut into a lot.
Puts it on the
Like
end of
a
the bow.
dividing rod, making fun of him.
As you guys move through the fertile-ish region area around Millen, you start to get familiar with the pattern of the towns around it. And this is not an uncommon pattern in towns outside of cities. You know, it's generally a central area where like storage or processing occurs with like the resources that are being farmed or grown or ranched or whatever. And then it kind of there's businesses usually associated with like the processing or storage that the particular town does, and then it's residential areas. And this is a pretty common thing. Like towns tend to grow like based on whatever resource they're farming or processing, and they spread out. And this is something you're very familiar with. And just like Millen, the towns around Millen are very subdued. You know, like most buildings are plain stone or plain wood. Everything is subdued. Nobody's wearing bright colors. Everyone is still just trying to avoid attention. You know, you see man catchers or catchers or whatever they're called. You know, slaves, slave pens, slave barracks, that kind of thing. So you find a sign and it says, let me get up my little mini map here. Written down. All right, you're on a path heading northeast, and there's a sign that says Grove, Crow Cage, Planter's Toil. Crow
Does the
Cage.
spear seem to be pointing in the planter's toil direction?
It's kind of
Which way does my divining rod
It's not
say
sure
to go?
yet.
your divining rod says northeast.
Did
Yes.
Miss Calhombro, was there a location
Yes, it
associated with
does.
him? There wasn't,
No.
was there?
Just that he is one of the individuals that are kind of in the area of these 3 towns.
Just to let you know, my divining rod says northeast.
This is the glass with the stump, right?
No. No, this is the Goliath with the flaming whip.
Do you remember what city was he in?
We didn't have any information about
The 6
that.
individuals are somewhere in the area of these 2 towns doing something.
Let's ask somebody.
I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere to ask someone right now, right?
Go to the
Like, is
furthest.
there anyone around?
Right this moment, no. Right by the signpost you're looking at, no.
You could go to the town the furthest to the left, and then just make your way to the right.
That would be Crow Cage.
You gotta start somewhere.
We did hear that one guy was at.
To be honest, I'm willing to go
Planter's
with
Toil.
your whatever your
Divide
dividing
rod.
your dividing rod is saying. It's
Which guy?
The flame
See,
whip guy.
the towns
Okay.
are in
And is that Planter's Toil? According to...
Well, we did ask the police chief, and he said that there
It's
was
not the police chief.
or the whatever he is. He's in charge of the police. He's in
He's
charge
not
of
in
the
charge
city.
of the police. He's a thug. He's a
Oh, yeah.
mob guy.
He sent like
That's
those
like police.
mercenaries after us that like. I swear he sent like mercenaries to get us to go into the sewers and.
No. Yes, that happened. But it's because he's a mob boss, not because he's
I
the
thought he was in
police
charge
chief.
of like the security for the town.
Yeah,
That's what I assumed too. I thought he was like the mayor.
The black
or
market
whatever it is.
security.
the black market security.
How do you know that he's?
That's
Planners
where the
Toil?
guy that said to kill him said he was, right?
No,
Or someone?
No.
Someone said that. I mean, you definitely said it at some point.
Did I?
You did.
I guess we'll have to watch the video tomorrow when it uploads to be sure.
All right,
You
well,
did say it.
I'll trust your real then.
That's fine.
I have a hunch.
All right, if we're gonna
That's
start
great.
going on hunches,
Bunches.
where are we
Planner's
going?
Toil we
Planner's
go.
Toil. All right.
Bunches of hunches.
Planner's Toil is a
Conservative.
fairly large and sprawling town. It takes a couple hours to get there, but you get there. It's surrounded by fields of wheat and potatoes and corn, and it's the whole area is crisscrossed with like a mesh, a network of irrigation channels that come from the purifier in Millen.
How
And
long
then-
does it take us to get there from?
A couple hours.
Never mind.
And these irrigation channels are not nearly as big or as fast flowing as like the ones you've seen around like Wasp or Cranham and stuff. These are. It's obvious that Millen is working with fewer resources and clean water than the other cities, but it works. The central area of the town is a bunch of silos and warehouses and stuff where everything is stored before it can be shipped to Millen. The town itself doesn't seem to have much in the way of slave population, but as you move through all these fields, you can see like slave barracks all over the place, and slaves working the fields and that sort of thing. So,
Go into the town.
going to the town. All right, going to the town.
Super David. He's like,
There's an inn. There's always an inn. It's called the Hopping Horse. There's various businesses. There's a stable. There's silos.
Go to the inn.
There's a drunk
Ask
lady
around.
in a blue dress, laying on a bench, passed out.
There's a
What
what?
lady?
A drunk lady in a blue dress.
Fuck it, I go to the drunk lady.
They always know things. They
She's-
drink and
she
know
is
things.
drunk and passed out outside one of the grain silos. Her dress is very high quality, like it's very nice stitching and gold embroidery and stuff. She's got gold rings on her fingers and a stud on her left forearm.
Kind of,
She's like,
I kind of like shake her shoulder and try to wake her up.
What?
Are you okay, miss?
Fine.
Oh, just
It's lunchtime.
Oh god,
It's
your
not
wrist smells
lunchtime.
like a brewery.
She doesn't know why
Why do
she's
you
looking at her
smell like
wrist.
Saigon
It's not
East
lunchtime.
got a sundial.
Maybe she
Oh
has
fuck! More adventurers. What do you fucking want? The bandits are that way. Go. I don't.
I start walking towards where she points.
yeah, me too. Thanks.
Wait.
What?
Thank you.
You're
Just come by my office when you kill them all.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Am I gonna get paid twice for this?
Where's her office?
I'll find it.
Do you have a card? Is this the desert? As she's sprawled on this bench, you can see that she's got this like signet ring, like a very like. You don't exactly know the symbols, but it's very much in the keeping of like the kind of signet ring like a noble or a mayor would use.
Sleight of hand. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's about it.
I mean, there's still slaves and stuff out here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird that like someone like this would be dressed up and sleeping out in the middle of the town somewhere with.
What if we pay a restaurant and feed all the slaves?
If we had money.
You guys are all out
we
of money.
spent it all. We spent all of our money.
All I bought were these awesome sunglasses.
They're not even like shaded, it's just glasses shaped like suns.
I like this idea better than that actually.
So anyway, that's the drunk mayor type person in the town.
Okay, yeah, we go to whatever direction she pointed.
She pointed to
Elton John of the group.
Where's this flaming soil? She pointed northwest.
Rocket Man.
Northwest we go.
Was your dowsing rod
Straight to the bandit encampment.
northwest or northeast?
So the bandit camp is about 4 hours northwest
Can't trust
of
that fucking
Planner's Toil. It's easy to see it. The terrain is pretty flat, as per usual in the desert here. It's large enough that like there's maybe like 50 or 60 bandits. It's pretty well organized. Like there's like a palisade or a fence or whatever you call it of like sharpened like spikes around it with like one spot that's heavily guarded.
Palisade was correct.
I reckon that I didn't buy these studs and I instead bought Meteor Strike.
Okay. Good use of money. So in the center of it, there's like it's not like a tower so much as it is scaffolding, but like in the center of the camp, there's like scaffolding with like platforms of like archers on them. Gives them a good view of everything. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of like outriders or scouts, but the terrain is completely flat here, and they have a scaffold full of like a dozen archers. So, you know, if you get within a couple miles, they're probably going to see you depending on the time of day. You know, so there's the bandit encampment. It's that way.
Maybe they're not that bad.
They look more like soldiers than like actual, like it's not like a bunch of drunk like bandits. It's like people like someone there has actual military training and is like well organized.
Let's talk with them. In worst case scenario, fight them anyway.
That's a good point. Like, do we just say we're looking for this guy, or
We have some information for this
I mean,
guy.
he's probably like the leader.
that's
I wouldn't boss
pretty
around the guy
reasonable.
with a flame whip.
We have some information that this man needs to know.
They're gonna ask what that
Your
is.
secret.
Well, yeah,
What do we
but
tell
I
him?
told you guys.
Think you did.
That's my last.
it's for him only.
We can tell him we have his whip's counterpart, which wouldn't even be a lie.
Never yelled at gun.
True.
Yeah. I mean, we're not lying, telling him we have some information. Just that information, it's up to him to determine whether he wants to give us the whip or die.
But I think he'll be much more willing to
Yeah.
like have an audience with us if we say, hey, we know about the whip's counterparts.
Yeah.
You don't think that's dangerous, showing your hand?
I'm not saying I have it.
If you're showing your hand, just put it inside the shadow blade and nobody can see it.
That's true.
I mean, come on, this is coming from
I mean,
the
come on, it's a shadow
jester of
blade.
the
We
group.
go up to the gate and like, look at this. Oh,
Look.
Oh! It's like that magic trick.
Rabbit.
Look at this. I can pull a rabbit out of my sword.
At least I got Nick.
Have the rabbit on a really tiny string so you can't see it and you can still pull it out and not lose it in the sword.
Okay, so is that what we're gonna tell him?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we don't have to lie.
Yes. You walk up.
Just walk
to
up,
the-
yeah.
Walk up. Okay.
Yeah.
The 20 or 25 guards that are there are kind of like, we'll let it ride. You know, and there's the dozen archers on the tower in the center of the camp. You know, like it's going to be a hard shot to hit you guys because it's the big camp, but you think they could do it. Even if their bows aren't as cool as Neva's.
They're just cool bows.
They're just average cool bows. So there are these 25 or so guards, maybe more. I don't know.
I give him a wave.
Someone rings a bell somewhere, and you know, there's an alert. One of the guys, he's older human guy. He's wearing lighter leather armor. You know, sweating his ass off in the sun. He's got like a nice round helmet on, and he's got a little shield strapped to his back. You guys lost? I mean, like, do you have your wagons and everything?
I just. Yeah.
How far of a walk would it have been?
Not bad. I mean, you would have been you guys walking move faster than the Crowsank. The benefit of the Crowsank is that they can go for like 12 hours a day.
I say we might have left the Crowsank like at
Where the noble lady was.
Planner's
Probably.
Toil.
Okay,
And they get
so
the
it's just
signal.
like 6 or 7 or however many of you there are. Just
Yeah,
one.
yeah, just walking up.
We found it. We found an inn with an equine and a.
Do you guys think it would be beneficial if nobody knows I'm here? Like, if I can just blend into the desert?
It was.
Could be.
I'm
Hopping
being serious
forward.
here.
I mean, it could be like if shit goes wrong, yeah.
The beers there's pretty good then too, right?
What?
The hopping horse.
Oh,
The beer there.
the beer there. Yes, the beer's fine. Well, I mean, they grow wheat, grain, that kind of thing. So.
Quick, get my sword.
Hops. So
Potatoes.
Get my sword.
I am using hide in plain sight so that they can't tell I'm there, and I'm getting a 36.
What do you hide behind?
I'm using mud, dirt, plants, roots, soot, or any naturally occurring materials to create camouflage. I'm trying to blend into the background.
Okay.
It's kind of like when the
Gillies.
in Dune
Yeah,
when
it's a
they
ghillie
were
suit. It's a
when they
ghillie.
come up from under the sand.
Wearing the still suits.
Yep.
You guys gonna go after the still suit?
I don't remember if we were or not.
Do we? What? Do we still have it?
No.
No.
I mean,
We never have.
No,
You never
there's-
had it.
We never had.
That's
we
the
just wore
different-
it.
that's the adamant
And-
armor.
35
nope,
stealth
that's
check.
the adamant armor.
That's
the
the one that we have there is the
Oh.
adamant armor.
Okay.
It's different than the still suit.
Still suit's different.
It just makes so much sense because it's still when it's not moving.
I don't know
35
what it
self-check.
is.
Okay, all right.
But I'm gonna guess that it's still a suit.
Is there a shield that when
All
it's
right.
thrown it bounces back to you no matter what?
No.
We've got a really cool set of pants that makes you really strong.
Although I have
We've
a
got a
really good
suit
idea
that
for
lets
an
you shoot
artifact made
lasers
out
out
of
of your
the
hand.
bones of the King in White now.
Basically, we're becoming
Iron
the
Man
Avengers.
So anyway,
We've got pants that make you strong, like the Hulk.
Okay, so
Is that what they do?
they're still waiting for an answer.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
superpower.
Okay, yeah. It said,
Just make you strong?
Yeah, just give you
we're
strength.
looking
Yeah,
for
it's like 32 strength or something.
Miscalambre.
who the fuck's that?
That's all we needed to know.
Who?
Not here.
I mean, I don't know every single dude in the band, but
Is there a guy with a flaming?
You got a guy with a
Can you
flame
pre-
whip.
no.
Can you present me every person?
You should ask him if there's someone with a really cool bow. I get rid
Is there
of
someone in there with a really, really cool bow?
No.
Hey, is there someone more important we can talk to?
Is there a fucking albino in there?
No. Who the fuck are you guys?
I guess we don't know this is the right place.
I don't think this
Get
is
the
right
fuck out of here before we murder you! We're bandits! What are you doing? There are 60 of us!
Well, he just admitted
Yeah, and
that they're
there's 6
bandits.
of
Should
us.
we kill them?
I like those
Yeah,
guys.
there's 6 of us. That's like 4 more than we need.
Okay, fine. We got some hard ones here. Why don't you put down your weapons and we'll have a little sit and spell.
Donald's not good with magic. You said sit and spell. Every time Domhnall uses spells, he doesn't sit. He lays.
I lay and spell.
Okay, I see
He
what
also
you...
can't read.
I see what you're doing.
So he can't spell that way either.
So there's 2 ways he can't spell.
I can't spell at all.
That's why you can't magic.
Look at
You
this
can't
kid.
read.
He can't
So,
even read.
like, Dom doesn't know whether we
today,
should just
Junior.
leave and try the next town.
I mean, a camp of, we're just gonna leave a camp of bandits?
Like, dude, we're not gonna eradicate the world of bandits.
No, I know, but like, we're just gonna walk away.
Ken, our metrics are already backing away. Like,
Yeah, I kind of think we should. Like,
I
mean,
We might be back.
we can
There's
come
something-
back.
I mean,
yeah.
drunk
There's
chick
no
wanted
question
it.
that we
Let's
could
get rid
kill
of
these guys,
Yeah.
but do we need to kill these guys?
Do we want?
How much of a threat can they be to the drunk chick, though?
It's
if
a little
she's just
embarrassing
like,
if we walk up
"Ah."
and we just walk away. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Embarrassing.
yeah.
So we kill them all.
Yeah, so like,
Can't we?
I mean, if
All
we
right.
do
As
take
we
them out,
walk
she'll
away,
pay
I
us.
taunt him. I'm like, "You're lucky. You're lucky," and as we're like walking away, I'm taunting.
oh Jesus Christ!
You're lucky.
an arrow, like, flies, like, kind of by you, but, like, not anywhere near you. like, you could tell it was pointed at you, but, like, nope.
All right,
Too far.
Let's
That's
get
what
the
I
fuck
want.
out of
I
here.
look where it came from, and I chain lightning. Nothing in particular, just like the ground, just to be like, just a flex on them.
Whoa, hey, whoa there, buddy. Nah. Get out of here. Sound the alarm. Ring the bell.
I flip him off and
Is the bell on a rope?
Somewhere in camp, yes.
Be some more.
He's so stupid.
Camp's waking up, boys.
That's a nice.
Everyone's getting ready to go.
That's
Walk
a nice
away.
sword
wait.
you got there. Does it come in men's? You come in men's for enough.
Everything's fine. Use the stuff.
Oh, okay. And I wave. I say bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
We might be back. I don't know. We're a little lost.
I stand up.
I
in
can
the
only
middle.
imagine how confusing this would be. What the fuck just happened?
They're walking away. I just get up out of the desert.
Did you see that?
We're like gone and just stand up. And walk. Like, where the fuck was he?
Wow.
He's telling his boss, he's like, they're asking for a guy with a flame whip, and they shot chain lightning at us, they walked away, and some guy came out of nowhere. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know what happened. Anyway.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the next town. We'll go get the thing.
There's you go back to Planter's Toy.
Yep.
There's Grove. And there's Crow Cage.
We'll go to Crow Cage. Yeah.
Crow Cage. All
Let's
right.
ask here about the flame whip, because we haven't done that yet. Let's ask
Okay,
him
well,
here.
good idea.
Like, yeah, we took care of them. Yeah, they're gone.
You did?
I don't say
Well, let's go get the
Let's go take the banks.
the money. You guys want? Don't you go pig?
Oh. I won't say yes, but I'm not opposed to someone else saying yes.
Don was like, mm.
Quick question: what did the bandits do? Why are you want them gone?
Because they raid caravans we send to Millen.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
so
in
let's
that
go
case,
fuck
yeah,
them
let's
up,
go
guys.
kill him.
Isn't that what bandits like? What?
I don't know.
You know, I'll be
we're
stronger
trying to
to
tell
kill
them-
them
I'm
if I
like
get another
covered
blade
in
of
dirt.
Did you think they were fucking up our taxes? Like, what did you think they were doing?
Tax evasion.
I didn't think these guys didn't
Embezzling.
want to do it. I'm just saying.
That's what bandits do. They rob caravans.
I
like,
understand what bandits do.
we sure
I'm
they're
trying
bandits,
to get
though?
Do you want me to get a
They didn't say they were bandits.
Hey, I understand.
You can't read.
Didn't say they were bad.
Like she's putting it like a grain silo.
Was there a library in there?
Do you know what I mean? A dictionary
Yeah,
with the
but,
books.
but is it in the grain silo?
No, I'm making a point.
Also,
Who are you? What?
and I blended into the desert. 34.
She sits down, and I don't know if you guys are there, but she does page. Gotta ride this one out.
Wow.
Just before he goes, he stands up and goes,
Just gotta ride it out, Emma. Just ride it out.
sinks into the desert and reaches over and grabs her. So we should probably kill those bandits, guys.
All 60 of them? Come on!
I asked her
That's
if
like-
she knows of anyone with a
You
flame
heard of
whip
it?
thing
Yeah.
spine.
Well,
I mean, we could get him to
there
stand like.
was
What?
some people here called the Burning Suns.
Oh, aren't we looking for Goliath with it, actually?
And they used to be an adventuring group. But they split apart and made their own adventuring groups, mercenary companies. And they're supposed to be taking care of the bandits. One of them, two of them, are Goliaths.
Where are they at?
Quambo and Combo and Misco.
I don't know what that means.
What if we?
Their names?
What if we offer help to them to take out the bandits
I
in
don't think.
exchange for the whip?
Does she have like a bottle sitting near her in a glass?
like a
They'll be
total
weaker
like
after fighting
brown
bandits.
like moonshine jug with the 3 X's on it.
This way we know that he's got the whip.
What about whip?
Well, if he's got the whip and he uses it, we help him.
With it.
We offer to help with the whip. To help him take out the bandits.
The whip.
We get paid from the lady if we could take him out.
We pay
If he does have the whip, we can see if he has it. If he doesn't, we just leave him alone to fight the bandits. That he was going to do anyway.
And if we get the whip, we can do whippets.
Yeah, we can do whippets.
I love whippets.
So if we volunteer to help him,
I do love whippets.
and he ends up having the whip, we'll see him use it. Right? If he doesn't,
Use
we just
what?
leave him there.
It is immortalized on YouTube forever now.
We are the abandoned.
About time we abandoned something.
We gotta abandon something.
You guys are the abandoned?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
You heard of us?
No.
Have you heard of some really awesome glassware
Yes.
Yeah.
by the abandoned?
I don't know what that means.
Would you like to buy a dinner set?
Yes.
Yes. I'm asking for the standard package, which includes 5 plate sets and like 50 gold for the standard set. For the deluxe set, which includes
6 of a
10,
moonshine jug? I will cut you if you do not give me a plate right now.
you're welcome to try.
And we're in combat.
Like
Where do you keep your plates?
they're in the cart.
Oh, I just went and grabbed one. And I set it on the thing next to her.
Well, I'm just waiting until she goes to stand up and then come at me and then.
By the way, I did that without her nose. So let me see if I can do that.
Oh, very impressed, Mr.
Yeah.
Salty Pants.
The plate appears.
You see a plate moving across the desert, but no characters.
He's like crawling.
I like to think it's like, yeah, what's that fucking the butler in Mr. Deeds?
Yes.
You guys remember? Just like out of
Very,
nowhere.
very sneaky.
Jesus Christ!
What does he say all the time? And
like
I'm very sneaky.
Can I rub your feet?
It's very sneaky.
I'm very sneaky.
Anyway. So what do you guys do?
Let's go.
Go find that other
Go find
adventure
these. Yeah, this other adventure.
Yeah.
Where do you look?
Yeah, did she? She never said, did she?
Is there a tavern
I
in
asked
this
her
town?
if she knows where we can locate them.
She's drunk, so there's somewhere that has booze.
Unless she drank it all.
Yeah, she did have a moonshine jug.
Well, she had to
I
have got it
mean-
from somewhere.
Where do you go when you're an adventurer and you're just sitting around being useless? You go to the tavern. You drink.
Bandit camp.
You're an adventurer?
What? No. That's preposterous. I make far too much money.
What we do is we stand and talk to
I
drunk
make
people.
far
That's
too
what
much
we do
money.
as adventurers.
Are you interested in a business enterprise?
I mean, what kind?
Glassware.
No.
You would be the sole carrier.
No. No.
That's really funny.
The soul carrier because no one else would buy it.
We found out a little bit of information.
Male prostitution.
We gotta turn this
Down
negative
the-
into a positive.
Domino
I am-
says, Kidder, let's go to the inn.
I am proficient
That's a really
in
good idea. Let's go.
the skin flute.
So you go to the inn. It's called the Hopping Horse.
Skin of what?
It's kind of a rough-looking place in poor repair.
Wait,
It's all wood and fired clay roof tiles. It's kind of like a sprawling one-story building. There's no stable. It's across. There's one across the street though. That's where you had your wagons and stuff. It looks like at one point its siding was painted, but now it's all like cracked and peeling, and it's been bleached like a gross off-white color by the sun. You go in.
Yeah.
Place is thick with pipe smoke, just like fucking hanging like a cloud in there. And like it's not like knuck mud or anything like that. It's just like pipe smoke, tobacco.
Okay.
It seems to be emanating from the innkeeper, who is this massive scarred up Goliath. He's got a corncob pipe like that is an entire ear of
Button
corn.
nose.
No button nose.
Sorry.
He didn't take the corn off of it either.
No. The business is pretty slow at the moment. There's a couple of tables pushed together in the center of the common room with 11 people sitting at them. And there's a bard-looking dude in the corner. He appears to be drunk and kind of dozing. He's got like cheese and like grease like staining his doublet. And like you get the vibe that people have paid him to not sing. Like his lute is like splintered and like the strings are frayed and stuff. Like, and he's drunk. You know. The 11 individuals sitting at the tables look like adventurers or mercenaries. There's a little bit of overlap in that category. They're a mix of human and Goliath, male and female, and they all have worn like desert dweller features. Two of them stand out. The first is an older human woman. She's got a bad burn scar on her right cheek. She looks to be made mostly of scar tissue and lean muscle. She's got a short sword on her belt, and you can see a stud on the back of her left hand as she grabs like one of the pitchers of beer at the table and pours it into her mug. The other individual looks like she's maybe 20. She has this crazy blue mohawk. She's lean and wiry, and she has the coolest looking bow you guys have ever seen. It's got racing stripes and tassels.
Stop it.
Racing stripes and
It's
tassels.
okay. You're still better.
No, she's not, and she knows it. And that's what's
First of all,
sad.
you can't talk to her. Only I
It
can
gained
talk to her.
consciousness just so it could realize it wasn't a better bow.
It gained consciousness to feel shame.
The string snaps. Oh.
What do you guys do?
It's like the
That's what
loot from
happened
Black
when humans
Cauldron.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? We just go up to him and say, "You supposed to be taking care of the bandits?"
That's a really, really cool bow.
Fucking A right it is.
So what you guys doing in here? Look like adventurers? Just
Is this happening?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, we're adventurers.
So are we.
I might have heard of this.
Might have heard of this.
Good for you. Go buy a drink for yourself and celebrate.
Yeah.
Do you guys like this?
Do we show off
Seem
our
better.
medals from the
Right,
the
it's pretty
games?
awesome. I mean,
Yeah, we
it's
have
got
them-
flames
we
on
We
it.
flash them just like.
Those are all of his features.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Let me tell you its features.
Let me show you.
That's what it is. Let me show you its features.
It's got flames, string.
That crazy fucking German.
Let me show you its features. Hello, welcome to the Slingshot channel.
Oh god,
This is a Pokemon Hunter 9000.
I haven't seen those videos in forever. There's this slingshot channel. It's this crazy German guy who makes these fucking slingshots that shoot at all kinds of
Saw
shit.
blades.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this can shoot through a police armored door, and in Germany, it's classified as a toy.
It's got like riot gear and he's like firing Lego weapons into it with the slingshot.
And, like,
it's insane.
Shoots a piece of steel through an armored car door and
I think I've seen him do, like a Nerf gun, modified a Nerf gun.
he shot some fidget spinners.
Weaponized fidget spinners,
Would
cut
you-
his hands all up.
Yeah.
He keeps
He
doing
put like
You
the
guys need a
little
moment?
razor blade roller cutters on it. And
I need a moment to tell him to stop. Please stop.
Wow, this session is just completely out of control.
It really is.
It's fine
We're
though. It's
having
fun.
fun.
I'm having fun, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you got these adventurers, and there are about 11 of them, and you're pretty sure that 2 of them are ones you're looking for.
okay.
One of them's got a cool bow. Not impressed with your bow.
Do they look like the best of the group?
The 2 that I've described as unique-looking individuals, yes.
Yeah, they look like they're the real adventurers, and the other ones are just kind of like Nem over
cronies.
here, just kind of.
I know what
Yeah,
you're saying,
cronies.
but is it just easier just to fight these guys here, right now?
I mean, we can.
In the tavern? That
We
sounds
have not
I mean, it
As
wouldn't
of
have been
I
a
have never had a tavern brawl.
That's
Spent 35 minutes sticking your hands into a weapon, but talking to someone. Fuck no!
I am.
No, I'm
really
just
trying not to
I'm
lose
saying,
my
like,
shit
should
over
we
this
convince
whole-
these
this
guys to,
whole
like, join our
I can tell
party?
you're
Like,
having
these,
an identity crisis.
These guys are shit adventurers.
Next to
You
being a
wanna-
ranger
you wanna
and
be
having a
with
bow,
our
that's
party,
your two
and then we
personality
kill them
traits right
separately.
there. Like, you're the guy with the bow.
Yeah. What really upsets me is that she said it wasn't nice, and I'm quite frankly.
Well, it's not
pissed off,
nice.
guys.
It's cool. It's not a nice bow. It's a cool bow.
Well, I understand.
It's a really cool bow.
but it's all of those things.
You're gonna
It's
go out
everything.
there and you're gonna be the best damn archer you can be.
I already am.
Regardless, you don't need a tool like
I bet you
that.
that bitch didn't hit a belay 40 foot down into the ground without looking at it.
She didn't.
You don't fucking know I didn't.
You're gonna be the
What the
best
fuck's a
archer.
bulle?
You know,
The scientific name for a ground dragon, bitch.
Thing we fought earlier.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking say that then?
because it's.
Oh, you've never fought one?
Because I'm. because I'm
never heard
from.
of it.
Shit, I'm trying to remember one of the other name of the cities.
Millen?
Walasp,
No, this is-
Millen,
this is
Crown.
Walasp?
Because I'm from Walasp.
What does that mean?
I speak Walaspian.
That's not a thing.
It is now.
Who are you guys?
Were they abandoned?
It's Walasp. That's we're trying.
Oh, the abandoned.
Makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah. She, the chick with the mohawk points to
Tactic is to
the
keep them confused.
burn-scarred Cuban woman. She says, "That's Anna. She runs the Blade Eaters. I'm Hiska. I run the Long Teeth."
I'm
She has a
Nima.
blue mohawk, doesn't
She's
she?
got a blue mohawk.
I'm Nima, and
And I pronounced
I
my name
run.
wrong.
Yep.
Really
Every
fast.
Is it Nema?
It's now.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I've been saying Nima since you just said
Oh
it.
my God! There's 2 M's and 1 E. I thought it was 2 E's and 1 M. I've been pronouncing my own name wrong.
And you said you were making fun of Domino because he can't read
Well, I can't.
or spell.
I can read. I just don't know my own name. It's, see, you know how occasionally I don't talk? It's this fever that I get once in a while, and it affects
Syphilis.
my branular patterns.
Syphilis does that.
Huh?
Syphilis does that.
It does. It has been.
That's how they were able to capture Al Capone.
So you guys are trying to take down the bandit camp
Yeah,
just up town a ways?
yeah.
Had any luck with that so far?
Burning Sons are out there scouting them out.
Who's that?
The Meescals group.
Who's that?
Our friend,
What's it look like?
it's Goliath.
Is Miskal here?
Any
No, he and the
specific
Burning
type of
Sons are out
weapon?
scouting out the
Any
bandit
signature
camp.
weapon that he uses?
He's got a glaive and one of those big speary thingies, but it's not. Some people call it glaive. I don't know why. It looks like a fucking spear. to
I've
me.
heard of better Goliaths.
He's got this badass whip.
Oh!
It's made out of like bones and lightning and shit.
Where is he at exactly?
Oh, that's my whip.
This very second?
Nema's in the corner sulking about the bow.
Well, fuck it is.
Okay, so what exactly does it take to incite these people? I just called her a stupid bitch about not being able to hit a ground dragon. He just said that the thing he would do is his.
Usually a punch to the face helps.
That's true.
Yeah, but I'm not the type to incite.
My thing is, I just don't like. I don't know.
In
what
the
we're gonna
pursuit
do
of
for them.
knowledge.
Like, yeah.
Look, I don't know what your professional code is, but we're on the job right now. So we're not gonna brawl down.
Listen, we're on the job too.
We're talking about
Are you? Because you're not acting like
We're right
it.
next to like, are we gonna fight him? Or?
I'm chasing the dragon right now.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe you should.
He's on Cronin Cactus.
Why would you chase the dragon? Does that fucking dude have dragons? What the fuck?
He has dragons in Blackstone armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
But you've never seen that before, huh?
100
No,
copies.
no, I haven't.
Yeah, but you never see an underground pyramid before either, have you?
Dave, I have bad news.
Ooh.
We sold your character.
It's a one-of-a-kind piece that is worth literal millions in gold.
No, we didn't sell his armor. We sold his character.
Dave's armor.
Oh,
It's a one-of-a-kind piece. It's worth millions.
Is it really?
Yes.
It is a one-of-a-kind piece of armor. It
There's
is
no one
completely
else
immune to
that can
magic.
fit into that.
Did
It's
did he make it
Blackstone
for him?
human-sized
Yeah,
or
Carrick Glass made it
glass-sized
for him.
armor.
Yep.
Like
I mean, like if your studded leather armor suits had like the Blackstone plates on the outside instead of sandwiched in between layers of leather, like they would be impressive too. And like your swords are kind of impressive, but like no one's ever fucking like a sword could easily be a giant dagger. This is different. A human-sized suit of Blackstone armor is completely different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quit
Go
this
ahead.
world-saving thing. I'm like going to like selling Blackstone armor.
You guys could be millionaires.
It was actually our plan in the other thing. Was part of our plan.
Yes. And
Then we
build
can
an airship.
buy all the level 9 studs you want, and then save the world.
There you
So
go.
the reason we're here is for the whip.
Yeah.
What do we do about that?
We say.
We go back to the bandit camp and scout the scout.
We send out
Or
Nema. Because he's one with the desert.
I want to say
Or we
they're going to come
attack
back with a
these
report of
guys.
this guy just standing up out of the desert. Like,
we attack these guys, we keep one of them alive,
got the flame whip?
and we
Yeah?
use them to
Just go
use that person to figure out where we get the flame whip guy, but that's unnecessarily cool.
I mean, we could just wait till they come back.
Yeah.
Let's have a drink.
Is there anything else
All right.
to do in
Yeah,
this?
let's defuse the
town while we're-
Let's make
situation.
friends with these people.
Yeah, I buy everyone a drink.
Defuse the situation. I just walk out of the fucking place.
good idea. Get him hammered.
Then we hammer.
No, in the event of a brawl, they're hammered. We're not.
Right.
I've been drinking water this whole time.
Do you even have any gold?
Yeah. How many drinks can 109 gold buy?
bastards.
I have all my gold except for this much.
So a couple hours go by.
Can we challenge them to like drinking games like beer pong? Or,
Night's
like, wine chat?
night falls at 11. It's maybe 9 o'clock right now.
Chain lightning.
And a mercenary-looking guy comes in. He says, he walks over to Anna and Hiska. He's like, "Hey, boss is back. You know, we're gonna make the move in a couple hours. Get everybody ready."
What do we do?
Hey, we can help you guys out. We're in the area.
There are 6 of you. There are like 20 of us.
We don't even need gold.
I said, look at this. Pull my Blackstone sword. Aha!
Okay, that's kind of impressive.
I light my spear.
That's impressive too.
We show them Dave. Look at Dave!
How about you guys want a
standing
friendly
there.
wager?
Like,
He's not coming, but just look at
We
him.
can kill more bandits.
He's cool.
The 6 of us or all of you?
I have syphilis.
We'll do it for
Winner
one.
takes
There's
all
a
the
great
gold.
story about that.
I have conscious drugs. Who wants it?
Winner takes all the gold for the job.
I mean,
I mean, obviously there's more of you than us. I
How
don't.
about this? Is their captain's back, right?
This-
Mistel?
yeah, but he's not in this town.
We can just wait
Okay,
20
so
minutes
right.
and come
Just
to
came from.
I'm looking for some way to impress them. Because if we can kill more than them,
Anna and Hiska look at each other like,
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
wager his
fun.
whip.
They're trying to kill the bandits. I'm trying to kill the bandits.
We can just wait 20 minutes and then come. After they start fighting.
Usually
There you
takes
go.
me a lot less than 20 minutes.
Kill them all.
You know what we can do?
Because they're not going to want to sell it to us.
20. We give them a bunch of free weapons. That you can.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes! We trade them a bunch of +1 magic weapons.
Okay, but what do we really do?
That's what we do.
No, I
Vic
think
Yusu.
that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Vic Yusu.
After the battle,
Yeah.
then we make the trade.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So what do you say to Anna and Hiska right now?
Offer the friendly wager. Winner takes all the gold for the job.
I like.
I mean, we can't.
That to get the impressives. I know you can't, but
Yeah, we know you can't win.
we know you can't risk that. But obviously, there's more of you, and you think
I
you're
mean, we can't.
better than
We
us.
can't make that
Twice
decision.
as
Just the
many.
2 of us. We got to talk to the other bosses.
Let's go talk to him.
All right.
Wait a minute, now you idiots are getting more people involved? There's
Alright.
20 of them right now.
So you guys head to Grove. About an hour away.
Lightning.
This is why I don't talk most
That's
of the
I bought
time.
chain lightning.
You and Hiska and Anna and their nine cronies head to Grove, which appears to be an orchard vineyard type place. Town is kind of constructed around a large vineyard and apple orchard, and
Martha's.
there are grapevines and apple trees and irrigation channels and slaves at wine presses and stuff, casks of wine, etc. Lots of eateries and what?
Oh my god, it is Martha's Vineyard.
I don't know what that means.
There's a lot of... It makes wine.
Oh, a vineyard makes
and there's-
wine. Gosh.
And there's lots of eateries. It's a really nice place.
Apple Valley.
Anyway, so you find a small camp. Looks like it could fit about 20 dudes. But there's more than 20 people here. There's probably, let's view, 11, 9.
35.
No, wait. It's 11, 5.
Eric, no one's going to
14.
judge you if suddenly she has an accident.
So there's 39 dudes. And women. And Goliath and Hebrew.
How many?
39. Plus you guys.
We could have taken care of 20.
And they're all kind of, like you clearly recognize the 6 people you are supposed to be killing. And they're all kind of...
They're all here.
They're all here. And the 6 of them are kind of organized around this big central like table thing, and they're looking at things and talking to each other. And you see Miskal Ambru. And he's got a big glaive on his back with a stud in it. And he's got a big, like a spinal column, as if, from a 12-foot tall creature of blackened bone that looks like it's got lightning caged in the bone, kind of wrapped around his torso.
I don't know his eyes go.
Bet you
How much
1,000
you wanna bet?
Tell that lady, bet you 1,000 gold you can't kill him.
I want to bet the bandit.
She kills him,
And
we take the bounty.
When you're within like a mile of this town, she's on and she's staring straight ahead, just like when you were outside the tomb, just like when you were outside.
So she's on, just regardless.
She's on.
So it's
He's trying to cover the
dark
eye.
now, and now there's just this immense light.
So what do you guys do?
I say we wait for them to approach us.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's
You don't
just
seem
chill.
too eager.
So
I'm shedding bright light within like 100 feet, I think. Right
So
now,
Anna and Hiska go up to them and they're like, "Oh, these fuckheads have been harassing us and they want to make some fucking stupid wager. I don't know. Come on, let's go deal with them." So the 6 of them come over and they're... You could take all of them easy. They're adventurers, but you could take them easy.
That's what
No
I
problem.
was thinking, yeah. Like,
You know what really aid in the upcoming battle? A bunch of +1 daggers.
What? So they all come over, and Miskal's a big Goliath. He's got a nose that's been busted a million times, scarred up, bald head, shaven face. He's wearing kind of like what is it? Half plate, I think. I don't know.
No loincloth.
He does have a loincloth on, that's for sure. Where's Miskal Ambru? Misspelled his name. He's got studded leather armor on.
I think he's got what?
Studded leather armor.
I think it'd be really funny if it was cut like a female studded leather armor.
What?
Like from a video game. Yeah, they're always cut really. Yeah, fuck it. I'm really tired.
Okay.
Continue.
So, yeah.
You get what I'm talking about? No.
Yes.
I do.
Nobody's in my head.
That's good. So, Miskal comes over and he's got the 5 of them, and they're all like, "What? Who the fuck are you guys? What the fuck do you want?"
Well, we were interested in making a wager with you guys for the
Okay.
band camp.
We're on the job. We don't have time to be making fucking wagers.
That's just it. It's the part of the job. So you can kill more bandits. We were gonna see who could kill more bandits, us.
Listen,
or
we're
you.
helping you with the job.
We'd be helping you
We're
with
not
the
taking
job.
we're not taking your pay from the job.
Oh.
We're going to be helping you for a friendly wager.
What's the fucking wager?
Well, I explained the.
I don't know. It's a
Kind of
wager.
It's a wager. I don't know what a wager is.
I say, well, my friend here, he feels really. I kind of like pull him off to the side. He's like my friend over here with the really cool bow is kind of insecure, and he's looking for something like boost his morale. And
I know Hiska's bow is amazing, isn't it?
I know. Well, he's a little threatened by it. And,
Nope.
And so we're trying to help lift the guy's spirits. And I figured we'll make a friendly
Spirits
wager.
are fine.
Friendly wager here. See, I think the 6 of us, if we kill more bandits than all of your mercenary camp, we take the pay for the job. If not, you guys get free help with the bandits, and you're not out anything. You get the money for the job and help if you
Okay.
kill more bandits than we do. If we kill more than you, we get all the money for the job.
Still not about the bow.
Well, this is like an aside. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure like your feelings don't get hurt. Like,
Natural 20 for perception.
He heard the word bow. He's very mad.
Nope.
No, we're not gonna get.
you scared?
Okay. You need that money, right?
The chicken?
I mean, we've been hired to do a job. Like, we're gonna do the job. Like, what the?
Well, you're still doing the job.
What
You're
the
just
fuck
getting
is
help.
this Bush League amateur bullshit?
Amateur bullshit. All right, fine. How about this? Either way, we help you guys. You keep the money. If we kill more bandits than you, you give me that fucking whip.
No,
I guess I'll just have to take it then.
fucking try, mate.
Okay.
I'm like ready to go now.
I'm ready to go too.
Like I really am.
I'm gonna put a hand on Domino's shoulder and I'll say, "Just let it go." Just.
Dude, my spear's ready to jump out of my hand.
Oh, I know it is.
No. You and me, fucking let's go, mate.
Just us?
Now, let's bring it.
Donald does a flourish with his spear. I'm like, yeah. Oh shit.
Rolls a 1, casting his fireball.
He's a big boy.
Let's go on.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
I was willing.
Yeah,
I was willing to go. I was willing to tango.
So this would be all right. Let's bring him up here. He's gonna have 14.
I think Clint was the
I say you got this,
guy.
Domino. And as I tap Domino's back, I give him resistance to fire with protection from energy
Ooh.
Oh my god,
with my stud. So if I have to roll for that.
Okay.
Nema taps his back.
I collapse after I tap your back.
Kevin,
56. You're fine.
when he pulls the whip out, touch your spear to it.
Ooh.
Totally going to do that. That's wise. I don't know what that says.
Touch your spear to it.
Okay.
Listen,
You're not trying to kill him, you're just trying to get the
shit
whip.
about you.
All right. Let's fucking
Still
go,
the
mate.
best ball out there.
Alright, I make an attack roll to
You're up first. Your initiative
I'm just-
16. His is
I'm
14.
trying to play it.
I'm trying to touch his
play it
whip.
in my audience.
Oh, I got you.
He's an entertainer. It's his job.
I'm assuming my
simplest
first attack misses with a 13,
Miss.
and my second attack is a 24.
That hits.
Okay, I'm shooting for the whip. I can roll damage, or I can. It's up to you. I'll do either one.
Are there any rules for disarming that aren't the Battle Master class?
I don't.
I'm not sure. I was gonna say that I have disarm, strike, but disarming strike. But I'm not in this fight.
Because that's what this would be
I
effective.
think disarming strike is when you're about to hit someone and you're like, I really like their hat.
Huh?
You're like, whoa. That threw me off.
Because if I can't disarm him, I'm just gonna attack him.
Because this would be the equivalent of a disarm, because you're trying to strike his weapon with your weapon specifically.
Yep.
And could it be a parry? Maybe take the defensive action and, like, parries?
The disarming strike, you actually, like, for the battle master, you hit the person first, and if you do hit them, you can attempt to knock their weapon out. So if he's going for the weapon, I would assume it's a different thing that is possible. But you've played this game for 10 times as long as I have.
Yeah, he's also played like 4 different versions, so
Yeah.
until you know what Fako is. I don't even think I can do Fako anymore.
Simple. It's to hit armor class 0. Is the AC above or below 0?
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember how to calculate it. It was really strange.
Alright, so let's look at the actual. I'm very upset.
Action options. Acrobatics check disarm. Let's see.
Disarming attack maneuver.
Yes.
That's fighter C maneuvers.
Nope, that's the. That's
Yeah, I
the
think you
stability.
need an actual.
When you
That's
hit a
the
creature
class.
with a weapon attacking experience.
Unless Chase went into it.
What?
So
We're into
it's-
what?
the disarming
Maneuvers.
attack is a
Yeah.
class ability
Oh,
that
no,
is a
I-
strength saving
no,
throw.
I'm stupid.
This I think will be
Check
resolved
with
like the other combat maneuvers
I said you-
of like
I
shoves
do
and
have the
pushes,
disarming strike.
where it's just opposed athletics rolls.
Okay. So I'll give you my athletics.
Yeah, we'll just do
Instead
opposed
of-
athletics rolls if you're trying to like
Okay.
strike.
Do you want me to keep the same roll?
Yeah, sure.
Plus 9 too, so 24.
That's upsetting. All right, you strike it with your spear. This is upsetting.
Not for me.
I feel like the whip did a lot of damage.
It did. It did 12d6 radiant damage, and it had a little.
I do 12d8.
It had a
I'll go
whip-crack
toe to
fireball
toe.
effect that I really wanted to use, but now I can't because someone's smart.
It wasn't me, it's Kyle.
My bad.
All right, so just like you've seen before, she strikes that fucking whip as he's like trying to like parry, like he's raising it up and it's hissing and lightning and spitting, and you strike it because you're all like whipping each other and stabbing at each other and stuff, and fucking it just crumbles to black ash and sucks right into the spear, and now there's this line of flamey, burny cinders and ash along your spine.
You're slowly turning into her, aren't you?
Yep, kind of.
Possibly.
We don't know
Only
for
when the
sure.
spear's on.
Let me just adjust her stats.
Or when he's sleeping.
She is now officially smarter and wiser
Than the average
than
person.
Smoog and Hargar. Hey, look at this!
What about your dumb dragons
She
now?
is no longer mentally retarded.
Oh,
son.
that's probably great news for me. So yeah, what's he doing now? Is he gonna try to attack me with something else, or is
He's
he?
like,
Just...
what the fuck? I'm gonna fucking kill you now, motherfucker! And he pulls out his glaive and attacks you, because now it's his turn.
Yep.
In initiative.
Yep.
Now, like, obviously, you can now, the dice go up by 2.
So 14.
Yeah, 14's the cap now.
Sweet. I need 2 more dice.
D8s.
I got them in the little drawer there.
Oh, this one?
One over. They should be the blue ones.
How many do you?
2.
Just 2.
Nope. Nope.
Gone forever.
You just curse those dice. And
I don't know where they are. Where'd they go?
I got 14 on the roll. It's okay.
There's one.
There's one.
I don't know where the other one went. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Is that helping?
I see it. It's right here.
Got
it. We're good.
Okay, so he makes 2 attacks.
And then
Could work for you.
dies.
If only.
Eric?
Huh?
Could work for you.
Oh yeah.
And then
Got some
Archer.
flames on that bow.
We have a.
Burrs.
What is
Also,
it?
this one over here.
We have a 26 and a 22.
Both hit.
16.
He looks a little wizardy.
Yeah, it's an elf archer.
16 and
So
7
it's gonna
slashing
look wizardy.
damage, so that's 23.
Okay.
He spends a bonus action to whip around the haft and smack you with that. That's a critical failure, so that's neat. And then for his third attack, he expends one of his superiority die. That's a 25 versus AC.
Hits.
So what's the difference between this many and that many?
This one was printed on.
That's 9 more slashing damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
And
Yes.
he made the one look a little dustier.
Ugh.
Did you say resin
Uh,
printer?
14.
14.
Sorry, 12. I
12.
went
All
wrong.
right. So he does this complicated maneuver with the spinning glaive, and he kind of cracks against your hands, and the spear goes flying up and drops to your feet. Cool. And now it's your turn.
Pick up my spear.
Okay.
Um,
I forget what kind of action that is.
I believe it's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you're the DM.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay. So, but now I can't. I was gonna use my offhand attack, but I can't now. So, you got that. Okay, so I'm at 13 now. 2 attacks. One's a natural 1.
Eric.
One is a 29. The 29 hits for a lot of damage.
Just sneaks it up.
Challenge her to a bow fight. Let's see who can shoot a
30,
underground dragon.
40.
Like the guy from Game of Thrones. That arrow comes down on your head when I'm done talking. And I'm all done talking.
56. 64.
I can't watch that show.
70. 77 radiant damage.
Jesus Christ.
Explodes.
How much damage?
Not
77 radiant.
I rolled pretty well. I
Got like an atomic bomb to the
3 8s, a 7, with 4.
Well, you reduced him to half hit points.
I grit my teeth.
So he's all
Tell him to
burned
back
and
down.
smoky, and he's like, "Holy fucking shit! All right, we're done here. We're done here. Fuck you guys.
From one hit.
Fuck off. We're done. We're out of here, guys. Pack it up."
Now go kill the bandits for us.
Bitch!
How about that wager?
Fuck off. You kicked her. Fucking A.
He did try to kill me. But I mean, I was kind of a dick to him.
You did try to kill him too. I mean,
You guys have been a dicks
I did
all day.
Yeah, but that's true. But like, I didn't try to kill him. I just told him I want the whip. And then he said, "All right, let's fucking go right
We
now."
could have paid him, yeah.
Like, I'm saying I could finish killing him, and then we get 1,000 gold.
I mean, we're supposed to kill these people anyway.
No,
All
I don't
these
think
hero
it's
leaders.
I'm supposed to, but that's the thing. Why would, if they weren't shitty people, why would they have hits on their head?
Because the bandit probably put out the hits on him. The bandit leader. Hey, these guys are gonna take me out. I'm gonna put out some hits on them.
That's a possibility, I suppose.
I mean, we don't know what enemies a group of adventurers has gotten. I mean, do you guys have any enemies?
No
We
longer.
could have hits out on our heads.
Yeah, but we killed
Everyone
all ours
except
because
for
we're
me.
smart. Well, there's
Everyone
the
except
Mercutio,
for-
but that's a different story.
There's
Working
that
on
one guy
one.
we tortured in like the inn.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Scarred, but he's alive.
I mean, if he hasn't eaten a bullet yet.
You guys are fucking monsters. But at least you're not killing teenagers. That's good.
Yeah. So, okay. Bye.
I give him a +1 dagger to.
that you pull out of your
Here, as a
I
consolation.
should for a glass whip. Do I find
Glass
one? Do I find one?
Yes.
I give it to him and say, "Here, use this +1."
It's
glass
like
whip."
it's like a chain, like a black metal glass.
So here you go. Like, it's pretty cool.
No hard feelings.
May not be as nice, but you know it's
He's
something.
been carved up by that spear like fucking a slab of beef. Like he's like one of those gyro meat spits, like all like cooked and like carved and shit. Like that's what's been done to him. It's just like leaning on his glaive, like oh fuck you guys.
Something smells good.
It's not cannibalism.
Anyone want
I'm a
shawarma?
human and he's a Goliath.
What's that?
Anybody want shawarma?
Goliath shawarma.
Jesus. So what do you guys want to fucking do now?
Before we leave,
the
I'm
extent-
gonna.
Wait, but like, don't we need this spear or this whip?
He absorbed it.
Yeah,
Oh, you
so-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he picked.
That's how the fight ended. Like
Okay.
Do you accept my
So
whip?
if my spear touches
okay.
like anything that
We have
used
to
to be a
go.
part of her, like it disintegrates and gets absorbed into my spear.
Okay.
And I believe I'm only one part away from having her whole again.
You know
And
what?
then you can have her whole.
Oh.
Highly unlikely.
Jesus Christ.
More like she's
I
gonna
go up
peg
to the
him.
burn guy and I hand him a
What
small
was it really?
wrapped parcel. I say, "Sorry for your loss."
Shoot him with the lantern.
No, sorry for your loss. And I hand him this small phallic shaped parcel.
He hands up 3 plates.
Who the fuck are you guys?
The abandoned. I walk away.
What does that mean?
There's a discard in there, but there's no contact information.
You guys just walk by screaming, what does that mean? What does it mean?
You don't say anything.
Yeah, but pops up out of the desert.
I would fucking love if the next campaign we play as these guys and we have to do this encounter from the other side.
What is that?
Okay, you just got this awesome whip.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh man.
That's how this all started. Was damn it, that was a cool thing. I could jump
my
to his
sword now.
lightning. And
Before we're like 30
Every
seconds away
side.
from the.
Oh, okay.
We're like 30 seconds walk from the bandit camp or from the camp. I'm like, hey Domino, let's look at my sword now.
Yeah, maybe she knows more.
Wait a minute.
She feels more present, more there,
Okay.
just a little more focused. And you get a sense that she's really looking at it intently now. Not that she was just like, last time.
You kind of made us in like that.
Wasn't focused on.
Yeah, you didn't describe it good enough.
It is.
She had a lazy eye before.
In your head, she says, it is.
How do you have one eye?
It's. And she's kind of. This is her talking about you, just like struggling for words. It's
Look here, but it's like,
an echo of the golem's power.
An echo of the golem's power.
what golem?
The golem that guards the Eidsman, I'm assuming.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
No.
Say what golem?
Vaikusu.
You don't. She hears you say that. Do you say the Vakusu?
Yeah.
She hears him say Vakusu, but she can't talk. And she says in your head, the slayer of Vakusu, the golem.
He looks up at Cassius and the rest of the group, says, not the Vakusu, the slayer of the Vakusu.
Where?
Hey, we should
He
try and
keeps
fix
calling
this.
it a golem.
Where?
Okasa, do you know where?
Do we remember anything like that from that mural at the fire? I think so.
No, that was a mural for her tomb. Like
You can feel her very gently vibrating, like she wants you to like rotate her.
Okay.
And
I do.
she is staring up at the sky, the night sky. And she says there, but you get a sense that she's not pointing like right there. She's
Saying
like
there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The golem's inside us all along.
the golem is what we're. The golem might be like some sort of like satellite thing, like moving around. Not like satellite, like sci-fi satellite, but like
I mean, it could be in Clint's world.
yeah, that's true.
floating object over the planet. You know.
Could be on another planet too.
It's a Blackstone satellite dish that doesn't.
It can't receive any signal.
It reflects the magic back.
Man, I don't know.
It's Carowin.
Nobody knows what that is.
I know.
I do.
I was just.
Kevin does.
I have an idea. I read parts of it. I haven't read your whole blog, but you know he's like the hero of your universe.
Why don't we call it that guy?
Because he's on a different planet.
That's true.
All right.
This golem seems like something you could make a pact with.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
That worked very well for Jason last campaign.
It did.
It did.
And it's
He was immortal.
general packs have worked well for Andrew in the past
true.
as well.
I did gain power.
Is it the same type of creature as Carowin then?
So We're out of that.
Is
camp
it?
Fighting those guys?
Is it? Is it?
So we're out of that camp fighting those guys. Let's just run to the bandit camp and slaughter them. Do the anyways.
Okay, like there are 60 of them. Like, come on. Don't make me do that.
So just give us the XP
for the first round of
Sure,
combat.
you have you have 1,000,000 times 1.5
You have 1,000,000 times 0.
all the XP I've given you already.
1,000,000 times 0.
Yeah.
So, but let's just say we took care of the bandits. So they're at
No.
least they're not roaming the area.
These guys are going to take care of the bandits.
No, they're
Good
not.
job.
They left. He's a pansy ass. You got skewered by Skewer
Skewered by a god.
Well, for the next 15 minutes, you got a pretty cool whip. They hurry up. They
Never
use it.
had my bow.
He's like mid-whip and just...
Why didn't you take that bow?
Because I like the one I got.
Okay, that's fine.
So in like 15 minutes, like wherever we are, we're just going to see
The
some like,
tassels are what lost it.
white
for you.
powder fly back into my
It
sword.
gets in the way. What if it tangles up in the bowstring? You know how much of a pain it is to
Well,
get the tassels
we
off
use
to
tassels
restring
on
a
the
bow?
bowstring to quiet the bowstring.
my God.
I mean, we can go with that.
This is my bow. There are many like her, but this one is mine.
Like, you know,
Mine
you gotta
gets
take the
planes that only
tassels-
have racing stripes. Just saying.
And tassels.
I know, but the tassels.
You know how much of a pain it is to restring a bow with tassels in the way?
No.
You take the tassels off, you gotta string the bow up again. Not worth it.
You never used a recurve, did you?
So now what?
Compound.
Like,
We know of a golem.
yeah, like. So Herbert doesn't think that
Did we
the
ask her
knuckles
what
of
the
summer, or what do they call it? Knuckles of summer.
Knuckle bones of summer, something like that.
Yeah. Knuckle bones of summer.
Herbert doesn't think those are real, but that's the only lead we have on anything that's possibly the
In the still suit.
and the still suit.
Which is on the corroded coast.
But that's less likely, I feel like, to be a part of Wakasa.
Correct.
Can't you ask her if she can point us in the general direction of where? Because my divine
General
rod had
direction.
broken through it.
I ask her. I say, are we missing your knuckles, your knuckle bones?
Those weren't made into a weapon. She says. Not made into a weapon. Not preserved. That's what she says.
What?
I'm interested in these pieces.
I can tell you're not whole again. Or you're not whole yet. What are we
Ribs.
missing? Ribs.
And you remember
Yeah,
like
so
the
it's
first the dream after you got the solid ash was like
What's
I
that?
said the ass.
spine whip.
I remember now.
The
Yep.
daggers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we gotta
Just got butt
find.
implants missing.
I wonder.
Smoky butt behind him.
I wonder if they're just referring to them as knuckle bones, even if they are her ribs.
We could.
But that seems unlikely, doesn't
But
it?
she said like daggers, so daggers and dice are.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what if they're like brass knuckle dagger type things?
They're supposed
I
to be
don't
of
know.
summer, so I mean,
What if there
worst
was
case
another
scenario,
guy?
your spear
Just
doesn't
throw
absorb
it.
it.
They're brass knuckles, but they're really like Wolverine claws.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, like, what if it's something like that?
Maybe. Yeah.
What that email that we all
I mean,
know.
we did just go get. I'm fine if we decide we want to do the still suit first. I understand.
That's the only other lead we have is the still suit. I mean, we could offer like a tournament for adventurers to come, like, test your weapons against our might. and-
Hey, don't the arena do that every year?
I feel like that's a good way to get assassinated.
Oh yeah, it's
The
almost
arena.
been a year. We got the arena.
It's already come and gone.
No. The new one though.
10th month.
Oh,
Dang.
I missed it. The first time I've missed it in 20 years.
You're pretty busy though.
Yeah.
We're collecting like parts of the gods, you know.
Yeah.
Are there other gods we can collect parts of? I mean, like trading cards?
Yeah. There's the Horned Queen, the King in White, the Scaled King, and the Scarlet Queen.
The only one we have for the Scarlet Queen is the daggers on the cutlass.
The teeth. The rotting teeth of Autumn.
Then why don't we collect some other god stuff
We've got
besides
for
obsessing?
the white.
with
We've got the
mystical
White
stuff?
King. We've got his skull and his like leg skin.
Got a skull, his skin, and little discs of his bone.
Yeah. And then for the scaled king, we have
You know which bone.
we have the skull and his skin for the cape,
So,
and then what do we have for the last one? We have the white king, the scaled king, and the scarlet king.
For the horse queen.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
I think we should research more into this golem character.
I agree.
Yeah, we can go see what's up with Herbert.
I mean, we can research more into that while we're looking for the still suit. I think you can try to do 2 birds, 1 stone, 2 girls, 1 cup.
There are lots of research facilities along the corroded coast.
Yeah.
Hey Crank, you know of a golem that's Slate of Akusu? Or the of Akusu, if it's one thing and not like a race or something. You know what I'm talking about. What?
How could a golem... Oh, okay.
Can I say a thing?
Huh? Yeah.
Can I say it? Okay.
I passed it over.
How do we clean the water?
What?
How do we...
Like,
Boil the hell out of it.
With a purifier.
yeah. Okay.
You boil the water with the salt, and then you collect the steam from that, and you can drink the water.
What I was just curious, I mean, I don't understand.
Magic. Magic is how you
It was
purify
when the
water.
gods were killed, is
Stud.
when
Purify
the...
food and drink?
water.
Yeah.
When
We
the-
go to the sewer, and then there's that guy that stands in the water and purifies it.
That was
The Rat
something
King?
you saw.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Not a rat king.
No.
It's a
There's a
changer.
Yeah.
Changer.
Oh, see, I thought we were talking about Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Definitely.
Not his tail's not stuck with poop with a million other rats.
How old's that dragon?
Gator.
Now Lathan there?
Yeah.
At least 4,000 years old. Probably closer to 5.
How long ago did the end seasons happen?
It's a rust monster.
4,000 years ago. 4,033.
Hey Crank, put the dragon on.
Okay. Arrgh.
That's how you know you're talking to a dragon.
How did we talk to him before?
You said
body
words and
language.
sometimes he nodded
Oh.
or shook his head.
Okay.
Crank, take the dragon off.
Crank, you know dragon, right?
In the Breakerstone S, can you include video chat?
Well, I mean, I suppose it's possible. I mean, Scry spells
really-
typically have a sensor.
Really
of some
handy
kind.
right now for FaceTime.
Anything you want to ask about Lathan there?
No, I can't think of any yes or no questions that would like make any difference.
How's it hanging?
Frank, can you describe
Yes.
describe the body language of Narlathanair right now?
He's fidgeting.
No.
He does it for like 2 minutes. This got weirdly erotic.
Oh, you kids. Are we done? You guys want to do anything else?
I put my lips in my sword and I say, hello.
It's cold in there.
Does anyone, I put my ear up and does anyone answer?
No, no one is.
Hello.
But try to do it really fast. It's like you're trying to
Hello.
catch a picture of yourself.
Do I hear an echo?
No.
Can you fart in it and will it trap the butter like a jar?
Did we try to see if we could catch some of the stuff before it goes back into the spear?
We did not.
Or the sword? Like catch it in like a jar or something?
Magical silvery mist stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Put it in a jar, poke some holes in the lid, keep it like a firefly.
Okay,
So it can breathe.
I guess you get a mason jar of some kind. And nope, you're not putting in one of your your glass dongs.
What if we put it in the shells?
They're not glass doors, they just look vaguely
Shells.
phallic shaped because he hasn't mastered the skill of shaping it right.
All right, so you get a glass dong. Make a fucking dexterity check of some kind. Just dexterity. Make dexterity.
24.
Okay. So there's this little cloud of silver mist, and you, like, your wheel has got the blade up, and you're standing there, and like, what do you call it? Whatever, butterfly catcher. You just kind of, and there's a little bit of silvery white mist in this glass dong that's mostly black.
Neat. And I let it out.
Neat.
You can catch it.
I look at Kendara, I think that's her name, right?
Kendara.
Yeah, I look at Kendara and go, why are we here again?
What have we done today?
It has been a day.
And I blend into the desert.
I just think of the Homer Simpson thing.
That's
he
what I've been
goes into the bush.
That's literally what I've
Yes.
been mentioning all night. It is, I believe, an episode where he's trying to be friends with Flanders.
Anything else, or are we done?
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Okay. Going after the still suit next time?
That works for me.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you leveled up my
Only if
character.
it's still a suit.
You're an adult.
So we try to find more out about.
Oh, are we leveled up to 13 now because we found another art? No?
When you destroy the blades, you get 1 level every 2 you collect.
Oh, okay.
So let's collect it and then destroy it. Then we get 1.5 levels.
Yeah! You've broken the system! You clever warlock of leveling!
The golem.
You just gotta hold on to it for a day.
Wizard.
Uh-oh.
What?
I can't. I've lost the mouse.
Except the devs installed a patch.
It's probably
which
the same thing I
undo
had
the
last
XP
time.
that you gain. You
Let me try
only
this
get it
first.
as long as you have the. You ever watch that channel on YouTube, Tier Zoo?
Yeah.
Where he takes the like the
Alright,
animals
that's
in
it for
nature
session
and
21 of the...
describes them like it's an
seasonal
MMORPG. He's like the
Bye.
devs